Welcome to the World Class Bullshitters Halloween Spooktacular. Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, just when you think we're done, we come back at you with more porn and big dick references. You're welcome.
Tis the season. That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan, Nick Utab.
Dion, don't fall asleep.
I just can't stay awake. Oh, shit.
He's gonna get you.
And finally, the newest bullshitter, Kendo Slice.
WCBS Year 3. We're gonna grab entertainment by the pussy.
Catholic Kenny, we're coming for you.
It ain't gonna be pretty.
Nope.
I'm not entertainment.
My goal in 2018 is to be more like Scary Terry from Rick and Morty.
Oh,
just, how you doing, bitch? So tonight is our Halloween special. We have a game to play as well as a few other goodies in store. But before we get into that, let me give a very special shout out to our listener of the week, Jonathan Showalter. Jonathan, thank you very much for climbing the ladder.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan. We did our Dr. No commentary last night, so I still think I'm Sean Connery in many ways. But Jonathan Showalter, thank you for moving up the ladder of the World Class Bullshitters Patreon and becoming a $15 a month patron. And other listeners out there that are in that level and higher, I've been really sick. I will ship out your stuff on Monday. The shirt should be there probably on Monday, too. I don't really know about that one. But anyway, listeners, thank you for all your support. And now that I'm feeling better, we'll be back to the daily videos and all that good stuff. So World Class Bullshitters ain't going anywhere. Also, a very special and happy belated birthday to our good friend Eric Ward. Eric, enjoy the Vice. So nothing too new has hit Patreon this week. We put up the Halloween Horror Extra from Kendo and Nick, as well as the Are You Afraid of the Dark versus the Goosebumps video, which was initially available last year during Schlocktoberfest. It got pulled down for copyright reasons, so now it's being hosted elsewhere, and it's available for all the patrons to watch. So enjoy that. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you disagree, what show you thought was the best, and all that other happy horse shit. So,
and fuck you, Viacom.
Yeah, suck my ass. Oh, speaking of corporations and shit like that, dude, YouTube has been going crazy on our videos, demonetizing them.
Really?
Yeah, I had to fight. I won the battle yesterday. They said our Black Panther Part 2 comment slam was not appropriate for advertisers, but I requested a manual viewing, and I won, so yay.
That's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you're like on that, as soon as it goes down, you're immediately doing a manual viewing, and then it comes back up, we shouldn't lose that much, hopefully, money from them.
Well, there's a bunch of videos that have been hit, but there's a stipulation. It has to have 1,000 views within a week, and a lot of the videos that have been hit haven't had 1,000 views ever, so I just got to kind of deal with it.
That's dumb. That's really dumb.
And it's bullshit, but what can I do?
Hey, man, that's why we're on multiple platforms.
Yeah, I mean, Patreon's helping, YouTube's helping. We're going to be... I don't know where else to expand to yet, but...
Space.
Yeah, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the USS bullshit.
Episode 123 coming to you from the moon.
Yeah! You just hear Dan gasping for air.
Is our business.
WCBS Moonbase.
Dude, that is the dream. In 2025, moon unit bullshit. That's where we are all the time.
Yeah, we can finally film that remake of Moonraker we've been all talking about.
Yeah. It'll finally be a good Moonraker.
Moonraker.
We'll hire Ben Affleck as Jaws.
Oh, God.
Because. All right, so now it's time for the news because next week it's irrelevant. So let's start out with our title image, The Justice League. Yay. So that movie is about, 3 weeks away, and we'll see it. Speaking of movies, we'll see Thor Ragnarok next week. So next week's episode 96, will be a normal episode with a Thor Ragnarok review, so be excited. All right, so it appears that the Justice League might open behind Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the upcoming DC superhero ensemble film is tracking to open to the tune of $110 to $120 million range domestically. This puts it behind BVS's $166 million U.S. Open and Suicide Squad's $133 million opening. Well,
jeez.
Yeah.
Good God! I mean, like, I guess the fatigue is real.
Which is kind of sad because this is only DC's fourth movie?
No, fifth.
Oh, fifth. Yeah, Wonder Woman. Yeah, well, better luck next time, DC. Don't make bullshit.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy that's what they're projecting. They're projecting that much of a loss. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. And I mean, like, none of us are excited for it. None of us really wanted to watch. None of us really want to watch it. We're watching it because we, have to. And that's about it, because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look exciting. It looks boring as all shit. It's going to be 2 hours and 45 minutes of just, like, explosions and, Ben Affleck trying to be Batman. So,
well, Nick, before any of the people in our comments section go crazy, the next story is titled "The Justice League Runtime Has Been Revealed," and you're going to like this news. So, according to IGN, the upcoming superhero team movie Justice League will be the shortest DC Extended Universe film to date.
Oh, nice.
Never mind.
After much speculation, the runtime for the Justice League will only be 121 minutes long, including the credits.
Holy.
Yeah. Ooh. So, listeners, if you suffer through the Justice League, it won't be the longest suffering to date. It'll be relatively short, comparatively speaking. And, the fucked up part is this could be the best one, and everyone will be like, man, it was so great, but it was too fucking short. Like, could you imagine if that's the complaint?
Well, because the thing is that they have to have two origin stories in that movie.
Yeah.
They have to have Aquaman, and then they have to have fucking Cyborg.
And the Flash.
Huh?
The Flash, we don't know his origin.
We have to have his origin as well. So it's like you have to so 3 origin stories in 2 hours plus a boss battle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All I can say is that whatever happens with this movie is going to make me laugh.
It's gonna be a dumpster fire rolling down the hill, man. Let me tell you.
Oh, I love fire and I love dumpsters and I love Justice League. Not really. It'll be an interesting couple of weeks between Justice League and Star Wars for the channel. Because if Justice League is hot shit, man, I will definitely talk about it, openly.
Yeah.
But if it's great, I'll be like, hey, it was a really good movie, and I don't regret enjoying it. So, like somebody on the internet said, it doesn't hurt to enjoy good things. So.
No, and I mean, we're all down for that. But if it is hot shit, we'll tell you.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, a big part of me wants it to be good. And a smaller part of me wants it to be terrible, just so I can laugh. Because it's like, how, with those kind of resources, how can you fuck up so wonderfully? Like, it's literally 4 years in the making, and then it just topples over. Like, with the Avengers, it's like, it was 4 years in the making, and it was awesome, and we were all left happy. And this one, it's like, nope, not this time, guys. Like, fuck you.
Because they tried playing catch up, and like just recently they've kind of like backed off and been like, all right, we're not gonna do that anymore. It's like, just end it with this. Just no more movies. Just end it, because the fatigue's real. Everybody doesn't want this shit anymore. They don't want extended universes. They want good content that they can just be like, all right, cool, I like that. I don't have to wait like another 2 years for part 4 or part 2 or whatever. It's like, leave it alone.
Well, I was watching a YouTube series called Cut Short, and it was talking about the unmade sequel to Superman Returns titled Man of Steel, ironically enough. And they said that they offered the new Man of Steel to Bryan Singer, and he turned it down to make Jack and the Giant Slayer. So, if Bryan Singer would have made Man of Steel, we might not have had such a shitty DCEU or DCU.
The funny thing about that is, which is even going to add to the hilarity, so hold on to your butts, America. Fucking Bryan Singer turned down X-Men 3 for fucking Superman Returns. And then he turns down fucking Man of Steel to do fucking Jack and the Giant Slayer. Like, at what point are we going to say, Bryan Singer, are you done fucking us? Are you done fucking us yet?
Well, if we were 15-year-old boys, that'd be a serious question, but...
Yeah, I mean... and if he's Catholic, we're definitely fucked. But I can't... I just love it. I can't get enough of DC failing right now. It makes me so fucking happy. I can't get over the fact that this is a property that they already fucking had. WB already had this shit. They know how to make good DC movies, at least animated ones, and they're just like, no, we're not going to lean on those guys. We're going to do our own thing. Hey, Chris Nolan, fuck you, buddy. Hey, Ben Affleck, you're Batman. It's like, the dude who made Sucker Punch is our messiah. That's
He also made Watchmen, goddammit. And we all know how that turned out.
He also remade a classic zombie movie that was already good.
Oh, I can't wait.
He's like a retarded J.J. Abrams, and that's really saying something. Like, if you're not even as good as J.J. Abrams, you really suck. Zack Snyder, you really, really suck.
No, he's a retarded J.J. Abrams who's playing a game on PlayStation 1. That's why all this fucking CGI is so horrible. I love it. I fucking love it. And then the best part is they thought that everything was fixed after Wonder Woman. Like, oh my god, they righted the ship. And literally like 3 months later, yeah, we're not going to do an expanded universe. It's like, you dumb motherfuckers! You finger fucked yourselves on this one. It wasn't the internet. It wasn't the fans who fucked you over. Like, they tried to make that about the fans with Star Wars. But dude, DC finger fucked themselves. Oh, it's so hilarious.
They fisted themselves. That was the whole fist, bro. Not just a finger, just a fist.
Fist first. Nothing fucking wrist deep.
Ooh, damn. Well, speaking of fucking up, would you guys like to hear another story of a once okay thing that's fucking up now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, The Walking Dead. So The Walking Dead's 100th episode...
Wait, first of all, that's been fucked up for a while. Go on.
Yeah.
True, but at least it was okay at one point in time when it was just a comic book. But The Walking Dead's 100th episode is the zombie drama's lowest rated season premiere since 2012's Season 3 and the third lowest in series history. Nielsen ratings, as reported by Variety, for Sunday night's episode put the total views at 11.4 million. By comparison, last season's opener hit 17.3 million. Sorry, 17.03 million.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Walking Dead. You can only have Rick and fucking Coral. Yeah, you can only have Rick yell Coral so many times and say stuff and things.
Did Coral lose his eye yet?
Huh?
Did Coral lose his eyeball yet?
I don't know. He may have.
Okay, listeners, tell me if Coral lost his eyeball.
Actually, don't tell us. We don't fucking care.
Yeah, don't watch the show.
Yeah, just don't. Yeah, yeah. No. One of the guys I worked with on Frankenthug, he's a Giants fan as well, and he even said like the new episode was very meh, and he's gonna DVR the rest of it. I'm just like, shit. If the first episode is that bad, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna DVR the rest of it and watch it whenever I want to. Like that's rough.
Yeah.
I noticed that, like, on my Facebook, because I've got a lot of friends on Facebook that watch Walking Dead. So, like, every Sunday I would be getting, like, all this update shit about a show I don't watch. And then leading up to the premieres and everything like that, it was, like, blowing up about, so many days to The Walking Dead. Oh, my God, Walking Dead. This Sunday I did not notice nearly as much. And then afterwards I didn't see as much, because usually my feed on Sunday nights at about 10 o'clock, it's full of Walking Dead, this, that, and the other thing. This week there was like maybe a couple, but it wasn't nearly the amount that I normally would see, especially for a premiere episode. So I was like, I didn't even think anything of it at that point. I was like, I guess maybe, it wasn't that good. Or...
Well, because as far as I know, their lineup is like their lineup is like, what is it? The fucking prequel show, then The Walking Dead, then
Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, Walking Dead, and then Talking Dead. So you have like 3 hours of zombies and bullshit in a block. It's like, we get it, we understand what you're doing. Fucking quit it.
I legitimately dislike Chris Hardwick, like, unnaturally and unhealthily.
See, and that's the thing, too, because fucking Walking Dead made me hate his ass. Because I'm just like, because season 1 was awesome, 3 was pretty good, 2 was boring, and then after the fucking prison thing, that's when I was like, this is literally the same episode over and over again. And Chris Hardwick is going on and on and on about, this character. All right, motherfucker, 1, they're not real people, so stop, like, debating what they should have fucking done. 2, like, what? So if someone disagrees, they just don't understand the show. What the fuck do you mean they don't understand the show? It's the most basic bullshit every fucking episode, dude. And, he's so pretentious. And then it's just like, and then he had his other show, Late Night with Chris Harddick, whatever the fuck it's called.
After Midnight?
Yeah, for a while he was funny, and then he just tries so hard, and I'm like, you finger fucked yourself with this Walking Dead thing, dude.
Finger fucked, Dion. What happened to honey dicking? Come on.
Oh, don't worry, that's still on the resume for Shell.
Okay, all right, good.
Okay. You got us worried.
Yeah,
my bad, guys.
All these phrases, and words.
Tell you, we got phrases now, son.
We should release like a World Class Bullshitters card game down the road. That'll be one of the things we make.
We will. It's gonna happen.
A solid list of we got at the end of the day: honey dicking, finger fucked yourself, beat him to the white meat. We got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. The Dion Green phrase of the a Dion Green phrase of the day calendar. Fucking making it happen. I'll get a little illustration of your face, and you'll have like a word balloon. Today's phrase is honey dick. Honey dick means duh. We'll make it happen. 2018 is the year of worldclassbullshitters.com. We'll have that available for 2019.
So good.
Coming to a Barnes and Noble near you.
Like they'll carry our shit. It says bullshit on the box. We won't carry it. Yet you carry the Diary of Anne Frank, which talks about weird shit. So whatever. Odd comparison weird on my end, but it's the first thing I could think of. So do you guys want to take it real serious for just a quick moment?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So have you seen the Corey Feldman video?
Oh God.
Yes. Yeah, I watched it earlier. It was weird. Like I don't like the guy, and I know what he's talking about is a problem. But it's just like the way you talk about it. He's like there's a conspiracy going on. Like they're trying to kill me. It's like they're outside my door right now. I'm shooting this video in my basement. It's like calm the fuck down.
When he's like, and I know you said serious, but because I watched it with Hillary, and like I just couldn't stop laughing. Where he's just like my life is just horrible. I've had attempts on my life. 2 trucks coming in the same direction tried to hit me on a crosswalk. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They're probably pissed about the Lost Boys sequel, but, that's a different story.
If you close your eyes during the video.
Then I had to watch Ascension Millennium after it to laugh even harder.
Well, okay. And also here's the thing. Like, he's doing an Indiegogo for $10 million to do the documentary for 2 years. The thing is that if you look at some of the perks are his own. He's trying to push his own CD. I'm not kidding. Like,
see, dude, I bought into the video for the beginning, and then he talks. I was like, okay, who touched you? Like, tell us, Corey Feldman, who hurt you? Oh, I'm making a movie. It's like, Jesus, it's a fucking sales technique. Because I know this shit goes down, not personally, because I'm not in Hollywood or have been touched, thankfully. But like, that's what killed Corey Haim, because he went through some serious shit, and then it fucked with his head, and he did drugs and whatever. His life went to shit.
Right.
Now, if Corey Feldman would just like put out a book or just tell everybody what the fuck happened right now, I'd be more, invested in it. But the fact that he's trying to sell us a fucking movie?
Well, the bad thing too is like, and that's what like Nick said. It's a thing that's actually happened. It's not just Hollywood. People in power taking advantage of people without power is the oldest game in the book. But the fucked up thing is like, oh well, it's happening right now. And it's like, so why don't you go to the cops? If you feel so intense about it, I mean, that's one of the things.
You can't really go to the cops right now because you can't I can't report a crime that might be happening. I have to have proof. Right,
but he's saying,
why am I telling you?
but he's saying if he has enough to make a documentary, that means that he has some tangible shit. Because you can't just, I mean, if he's if he were to be serious. Documentaries are one of those things that have to be peer-reviewed. The evidence has to be legit. So if you have evidence that's tangible that proves a crime happened, there are a lot of dudes that have gotten arrested over documentaries that have happened. So, but donate some money first, and then I'll make this documentary. And it's like, motherfucker, what?
I wish somebody, like some filmmaker would just say, hey, let's make the movie today. No one's going to give you any money until it gets made, but let's make this thing right now. Like, I do want to hear the story, because this shit goes down. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying every child star was abused or every child star that grew up to be an asshole was abused. But I'm sure a lot of them were, and I'm sure a lot of them, that's why they had so many issues. I bet you if Corey Feldman gets this thing made and it's credible and people believe it, and I bet you people will come out from back in the day. Maybe a Brady kid, maybe the kid from the Partridge Family. I'm just saying, you never know what could have happened to who. And it's fucked up that it happened, but at least those types of things will come out and people will just be like, holy shit, this is a messed up system. Because I think that's the kind of stuff that needs to come out. We don't need to worry about what Donald Trump said and all this other shit. These are the kind of problems that people should focus on because they're real problems, Not,
Right.
oh, he's offensive. Fuck it. I don't give a shit who's offensive.
Yeah, because everybody's offensive to somebody at some point. But no, I'm looking at the Indiegogo right now. It's at 1%, $118,000 right now.
Oh, that's quick.
Well, give it time. $100 down from $200, 50% off, whatever. Social media recognition. Corey will give you personal acknowledgement on Twitter to any $100 donor if you leave your @name on the comment section along with a copy of your receipt of purchase. Okay. $100 signed CD International. This is the same as $50 perk for all parties living outside the U.S. And like it even has a little thing. It's like 21 out of 100 claimed. Now there was a $50 one that's already gotten 100 out of 100 claimed, and it's gone. So like,
will he for $10,000, Corey? Will you reenact deleted scenes of the Goonies with me?
No, for $10,000, you'll receive 2 tickets and after-party passes for the film, red carpet premiere, along with personal email of gratitude from Corey.
Which will be copy and pasted from Google.
Wait, no, that's 10,000. No, that's 10,000. Yeah.
I just want this fucking movie to get made. Look at it. Put it like this: he can sit and beg for $10 million, and while he waits for that $10 million, we will make our movie, Who Killed Phil? Murder Mystery, make $10 million, and say, "Hey, Corey, that's how you do it, man."
Yeah, and ours will be made for 1% of the budget. Actually, 0.5% of the budget.
Yeah. Whatever the technological advances you made in your camera equipment cost, and that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the rental cars and food. But anyway, this isn't about us. I just wanted to bring up this Corey Feldman thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like I understand what he's doing. It's good, but it's like if you have evidence, go ahead and expose them fucking now.
Right. If that's the thing. It's good if he is legit. In that video, he doesn't sound fucking legit. Like I said, I couldn't stop laughing because the dude just, I need security. It's like
he started out credible, and then once that business shit came in, I'm like, oh, because it was weird. The other week, he's like, I got an announcement to make about being touched as a kid or something. That's just a paraphrase. And then he got arrested. So I'm like, oh, okay. Convenient, but whatever. So I don't think there's conspiracy against him. He's probably just an asshole. But at the same time, it's like, people don't want this to come out. So if he does wind up dead, like, between now and if this movie ever gets made, then I'm going to think something's up. Not saying it's going to happen. Only in that case will I think there's something fishy going on. But I definitely think he was touched as a kid. Maybe it was Michael Jackson that did it to him. Who knows? Like,
well,
something happened to
Michael
that dude.
Jackson for Jackson's funeral.
Well, maybe Michael Jackson didn't touch him. Maybe Michael Jackson suffered the same shit, and they bonded over that. I don't know. It could be the most interesting documentary ever made if it's done right.
Well, and also he's already announcing he's making the documentary, which means that if there are Hollywood big Hollywood people out there who are doing this, they're already gonna stay clear of any people connected to him or anybody near him. So how is he gonna get the footage and get the confessions and all this other bullshit if he's already announcing things all over the internet?
We'll see. We're probably about a year out from hearing any kind of news.
No. Here's what's going to happen.
Not a goddamn thing.
Exactly. Not a goddamn thing. What's going to happen? He's going to spend all the money. And he's like, "Hey, man, we're almost there. We need like $10 million more to make it. We're almost there. I swear, guys. I swear." Like that's what's going to happen. If he reaches his $10 million, he's going to beg for more in a year, guaranteed.
Listen, like I said, it just was. And then my band inexplicably quit. I'm like, they probably quit because they're your band, not because of this shit that you're starting. Like anyone that does a fucking a music video with neon energy drink all over the fucking music video probably has a hard time getting a goddamn documentary put together.
Yeah, and when a day in the life of Corey is like 3 minutes and you go to bed afterwards. Yeah, dude. Like you need to calm down.
It's like if it gets made and it's legit, I will have no problem eating my shoe. But until then, I'm just gonna assume it's fucking
which shoe. the shitty Nikes that you won't throw out. Eat those ones. I want to watch.
Deal.
We'll put it on camera for the listeners. Deal. We'll put it on our Patreon. We'll make money off of Corey Feldman making money.
That's right. $10 Patreon and watch me eat a shoe.
Yeah.
And they'll still be more interesting than half the shit Corey Feldman's band does. Corey Feldman and the fucking Angels or whatever.
Oh God! Didn't you say that like he like assaulted one of the Angels or whatever?
I think there was. Shit, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I have to look it up. But I think one of them quit, and she was saying like how weird he is and how fucking touchy-feely he is, and that he like physically like assaulted her and shit, and it's just. And I think once it was like shortly after they did like not the Today Show, but some like morning talk show where they performed, and it was just so Corey Feldman.
Yeah, actually, one of the guys I was on, another guy I know from the Frank and Thug movie, he works with a convention called Days of the Dead, and he said that they no longer want Corey Feldman at any of their conventions because like he's an asshole and he's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Part of me hopes that his movie is really successful, and then they ask him to come back, and he's like, no.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, like, I hope it's truthful. I hope he's doing the right thing. I hope he's not just being like, I'm trying to get some money here. Like, I hope it really is true. I really do. But from what I've seen so far, it looks like bullshit.
Yeah, but we got to give him the same amount of. We got to give him the same benefit of the doubt as we do all these women in the Harvey Weinstein cases. Like,
I am.
It's got to be the same way. Like, if we're gonna, I'm not saying you personally, but if people in the world are gonna buy into the Harvey Weinstein did all this shit camp, you got to believe this. You got to buy into the whole Corey Feldman was raped as a kid type of deal. And it happens to other little.
Well, the difference is they finger pointed someone who did it. They said Harvey Weinstein did this to me. Corey Feldman made a video. I know names. I know 6 names. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, and also none of those women are have their own Indiegogo happening from lawyers, So
I'm just saying, if it goes further, then you have to treat it with the same amount of
respect.
Because it's trendy. It's trendy to be like on this Harvey Weinstein thing right now. But I mean, there's like a darker side to whatever. Here's the thing: either one's not justified. Like, it's not cool to like rub some chick in your bathrobe and look like Harvey Weinstein, but it's not. It's even weirder to like fondle a kid. Like, there's no way to excuse either situation.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I definitely think they're both shitty. So
yeah. But like I said,
but I mean, like
they fingered somebody. No, that was a bad word choice right there. But they specifically pointed out and said this dude did this. He's doing generic shit, and here's an Indiegogo, and I'm gonna make a movie and buy my CD. It's a little different.
Okay.
Well, I watched the video with my eyes closed and was mind blown at Donatello telling me about child rape.
Dude, if I wanted people to unsubscribe from the channel, I'd get footage from the Ninja Turtle movie and then just put his audio, and it would just like randomly sync up.
Oh my god!
Maybe we'd get 1 million subscribers if we did that.
I don't know. I'm not willing to risk it.
It'd be pretty crazy.
Let's play it safe.
Yeah. Just this one time, though. Folks, we're getting crazier. When we go on to video, I got an idea for a skit that's highly offensive but highly awesome, so be prepared.
I have one, too, and I'll tell you guys about it off air, because it's pretty damn funny, at least in my head.
Mine includes Flex Seal and military veterans, but we'll get to that.
Oh, God.
All right, so... Nick or Kenda, who wants... Nick, you go next, because Kenda, we always close out with your Jeff story of the week. So, Nick, take it away.
Right now, let's see. All right, so this is Thursday. Listen to this. So you're going to listen to this on Friday. Jigsaw is hoping to make $20+ million on opening weekend. But I don't think it's going to fucking happen.
Is that out this week?
Yeah, it's coming out. It's it's out tonight, Thursday, but it will be out Friday and the whole weekend. This is the weekend's coming out. It's just called Jigsaw. I think it was called Jigsaw Legacy in the beginning, but now it's just called Jigsaw. But they're projected to make. They're projected to make. Let's see. Writer reports the newest entry into the Jigsaw series is set to have an opening weekend haul of over $20 million. This seems high to us, but let us all never underestimate the drawing power of Saw. So that's they really are wanting to make a lot of money on this, and I think their budget is around $20 million as well. I could be wrong. Let me check real quick. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Have you guys ever watched Saw movies? Are you into Saw? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
I've watched zero Saw movies.
I stopped after 2, and then I was like, oh, there are more, and I was like, oh yeah, well, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to watch them.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I can make you a guarantee that I will not be seeing Saw Generations or whatever it's called this weekend.
Saw
Generations.
Yeah, but no, Saw Gynuses. Budget as I'm looking on Box Office Mojo says $10 million. So they're going to double their money this weekend. We will see if that's true. I hope. I mean, I hope they don't, because what's going to happen is we're going to get more torture porn movies, and I'm not a fan of those because it's fucking like I'm not. It doesn't gross me out, but it's just like, yeah, you see somebody tortured for an hour and a half on screen. Where's the story going? What's happening?
Right.
You know, if it perpetuates the story, I'm okay with it. But if it doesn't, and you're just doing it because you want to get off, like, fuck you. Like, it doesn't do anything.
The Saw movies are everything wrong with the horror genre. Like,
oh god, 100%.
They're poorly produced. The acting fucking sucks. There's no story. They're so dumb. It's like the movie equivalent of a horror fan, like the people you meet at Horror Hound, Nick.
Oh Jesus, dude!
Yeah. These things don't really, the pieces don't fit together. You want them to fit together, so it's like that unprepared kid at school who gives you a really shitty presentation, but then spends 45 minutes telling you why it's secretly brilliant, but they just don't make any sense. Like, that's the Saw movies. Meanwhile, you got It that comes out, makes fucking boatloads of money because it's a quality film that just so happens to be horror. Like, Saw can go fuck itself.
Well,
they all suck outside the first
yeah. Here's the thing about horror this year. The horror movies this year have been, like, really fucking good, and the investments have been minimal. They've made a lot of money. It is one of them. It's the budget for It, I think, was $30 million, I want to say. Let's see here. Sorry, $35 million, and it's made worldwide $653 million. So exactly. Plus you have Happy Death Day, which I think the budget for that was around $5 million or below, and it's made $50 million. So it's made 10 times its budget. You have Split. I don't know what Split. Let's see what Split made. Split's budget was $9 million. It made worldwide $278.
God damn.
Also, Get Out was $5 million. It made $174 million. So horror, like low budget horror movies this year, people are actually going to watch them. You have the under 25 group going to the theater, spending money and going to watch it. That's fucking amazing that that's happening, because usually they don't. They're the ones who are streaming it on their phone, but they want that theater horror movie experience. They want that. I'm glad that, you know, the younger generation is like down for that and wants that, because then that makes, you know, that means we're going to get at least quality horror movies. And I think three out of those four I mentioned were from Blumhouse.
True, but when you talk about the young generation, when I went to see it was all old people. That's why that movie made so much money. Because it made, 6 times what Get Out made?
Yeah, it did.
Like, Get Out appeals to a certain demographic. Like, I skipped it because it looked like some preachy race-baiting bullshit. I don't care who made the fucking movie.
I understand.
Dion and I have lived those situations. They're nothing like that, and I really don't need to see a fictionalized version of some bullshit. I willfully skipped that movie. I was like, this looks like it's going to try to teach me something that I don't need to be taught. So I personally skipped it. I missed, what's the one with James What's-His-Face McAvoy? Split. I missed that one. I'm pissed. I want to still see that movie.
Yeah,
so if it ever comes to Netflix, I want to watch it. And Happy Death Day I'll catch eventually, like maybe $5. But like, I think it's cross-generational. Like, that's why that one made so much money. Because these other ones feel like a horror movie. That one feels like something else, if it makes sense.
What?
Like it felt like an 80s. It felt like the Goonies. It felt like this. It felt like that. It appeals to so many people, like so many different things. That's why.
Well, you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, because it's also an established movie. Yes, it is. Yes, it is a movie that's come out from a TV movie, but it's still something people know because of Stephen King and Tim Curry.
Yeah, but The Dark Tower was a Stephen King adaptation, and that was a huge piece of shit.
And I've heard from a lot of Stephen King fans who said it was a piece of shit and didn't like it. And I mean, even that, I mean, that was in itself like a flawed movie from what I keep hearing and what I'm reading on the reviews and stuff like that. Nobody liked it. Nobody wanted to watch it. Nobody cared for it. But as soon as they announced it, and they said they were going to split it up, you know, between 2 movies and not have like 1 3-hour, you know, thing, everybody was kind of down for it. And, you know, you had the director fight for the script and everything, because in the beginning it sounded like with the studio, they wanted to just attach the name to it and make their own movie and bank on the name.
That's what you normally get with these.
No, 100%. That's what you normally get. But the director fought to get as many elements of the book in there as he could. He wanted to get little background things. He wanted to hint at stuff. Like, he wanted a lot of, like, he wanted to make it the movie that it was supposed to be. And he really fought with the studio and got it, and I'm glad he did because it's a great movie. I loved it. It's amazing, and I can't wait for part 2.
But it's also, I think it's the perfect time to release it because we have Stranger Things, and we have all these big callbacks to the 1980s, and this is like the movie version of all this shit that everyone on the internet goes on about that wasn't even alive for it. Like, we could all talk about it, because even though Dion and I were born at the very end of the 80s, the early 90s, you still watched all that shit. It's like, it doesn't, like, old model cars just don't disappear. Movies just don't disappear. So, it was like a culmination of all that stuff. It's a good year for horror, but I don't think it's the young generation that can. I think the young generation can only do so much, and I think.
100%.
Well, I mean, to Nick's point about the young generation, I think another piece of evidence that shows that they are a part of that continuation of its popularity is The Conjuring. I mean, they've had 2 movies that performed very well at the box office. And especially when you're banking on Patrick fucking Wilson as your lead guy. Both of those movies have done really well, and they're going to make a franchise out of it.
No, I agree with that. All I'm saying is the young generation skewing films make a profit, but they stop at like the $100 to $200 million mark.
Gotcha.
The shit that appeals to all people is closer to $1 billion. You think a Marvel movie would make as much money as it does if it only appealed to like 15 to 22-year-olds?
Well, that's what they did for Batman vs Superman. We saw that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not a good movie.
Well,
the Avengers and stuff appeals to everybody. I hate that you can bring it up like Star Wars. They sell it to kids in the marketing with the toys. They sell the dark tone to the adults, or they sell the dark tone to the younger generation, and they sell the nostalgia to the old people. So they cover all the bases there. Yeah. And the only reason I bring up it again is because I don't think it has that nostalgia for anybody. It's like, it's not even that good. Like, realistically, the original one, it's a TV movie that everyone liked Tim Curry. The movie kind of sucks.
Because like he was the big pull. He was the big pull. It's like Tim Curry's going to be in a 3-hour movie, about a Stephen King book, and you had people still on about The Shining and Christine and Carrie and things like that. They'd seen those movies. And they're like, oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like those things, but it's a TV movie. That's the thing that gets getting.
I love John Carpenter and I love Stephen King, but I would not consider Christine awesome.
No, and I mean some people do, some people don't. I mean, I like it. It's
I like it, but it's certainly not awesome. Yeah.
No.
It's not The Shining. It's not the Dead Zone.
Exactly. Yeah, you had the Dead Zone as well as one of his movies. God damn it, I forgot about that too. But yeah, you had all these movies that came out of his work that everybody liked, and so when you had the TV movie come out, people thought it was going to be something, but it was okay.
It was something, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it literally right before I watched the new one, and obviously I wanted a comparison, and I mean there was a giant comparison. There's a giant difference, but still, the new one is by far superior to me. I love it a lot. It's amazing. But I think Dion mentioned The Conjuring 1 and 2. The Conjuring 1, just to get everybody's reference here for like how much it made, came out July 19th, 2013. Budget $20 million. Worldwide was $318 million. Part 2 came out to June 10th, 2016. Budget $40 million. Worldwide $320 million.
Oh, well, it made essentially the same in grosses.
It did, yeah.
Good for it. I haven't seen either one. It's not that I have anything against it. I just haven't had a chance.
No, I haven't either. Yeah, well, apparently it's it's one of those things.
I enjoyed the shit out of them. They're like 1 is good, 2's better, and from what I hear, part 3 they're doing their own thing with, which for me is fine. Like they've done 2 good ones. They can go crazy for part 3. It's okay.
All right, Nick. So what do you got next for us?
Let's see. What I have next is Netflix is slowly phasing out a whole decade of movies on their streaming service. Apparently, movies from the 1960s don't exist on there. There's only one that does. And it's the original Parent Trap.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we've seen this. We've seen this over the past over the past 5 years. Because in, I think, 2012, they had 15,000 movies, and now they have 5,000. So that's a back catalog. But they're slowly dwindling their back catalog so they can up their own stuff and have their own things, which, as we've all seen and all keep saying, that it's okay. And even then, the numbers are that people only watch 11% of their original content. So you would think that them being forceful with it is not going to help anything. It's not, because, I mean, look at Hulu and look at Amazon Prime. They don't force the original content on you. It's there. Even with Amazon, they let you vote on it. If you like it, you give it 5 stars. They'll make like season 2 of said show. You know, same thing with Hulu. Hulu has their own stuff, but it's like, hey, we have our stuff and we have the stuff you want to watch. Watch what you want.
I'm watching fucking Family Matters on there.
Exactly.
I watched like 15 episodes in the last week.
Exactly.
That's what I like with my streaming services. To watch shit I wasn't gonna buy on DVD. And they upconverted it to 1080p, so the show looks great. They don't have a Blu-ray release of Urkel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's why I like streaming services.
Yeah, and, you know, Netflix is trying to be, I don't know, I guess the Apple streaming services. They're trying to shove things in your throat. It's like, here's new iPhone 20. It'll read your thoughts. Just buy it.
No headphone jack for you, motherfucker.
That seems what's going on. And I mean, like, you know, even apparently their DVD service, which they're trying to push people towards streaming really hard. So the DVD service is like slowly dying. I think the DVD service has 4 million customers, as opposed to 100 million globally they have for streaming. But that's still a thing. That's still happening. But you know, you have people are just pissed off because they want a selection. They want more stuff. And Netflix, being a household name and being the beacon for VOD, is not delivering, and that's the problem.
They're going to put themselves out of business, and they'll have no one to blame but themselves.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna have to happen, and I mean, you would think that, you know, they would start selling physical copies of the shows people like.
I mean, they are, but they don't. I don't think they have enough for every Stranger Things, House of Cards, and what else? Daredevil. There's 45 shows that nobody's ever watched.
What's the one you hate a lot? What's the one with
Ozark?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying not to talk about 2 things tonight: Ozark and Star Wars. And you brought up Ozark, motherfucker.
Well, I was trying to make
it.
comparison because you were naming out popular shows. I was wanting to name one that you didn't like. So that's what it was.
I watched all but one episode of that show too, and it was.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
but they're all structured the same too. Every one of these shows, it's like we get like 8 episodes, then we have a flashback episode, then we have the finale episodes. Everything's fucking same.
Yeah, you're right.
All the Daredevil seasons. Orange is the New Black does it, because they'll do episodes where they flash back and shit. Like, they're all the same underneath it all, like, structurally. I'm not saying content-wise, but structurally these shows are all very similar, and it's kind of boring after a while.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, and with them spending, like, just ridiculous amounts of money on content is even worse, because, I mean, you have the other 2 companies, which are, I don't know how much they're spending, but I hope it's not that much. It doesn't seem to be that much.
I doubt to get the license for, like, Family Matters and Full House is even a fifth of what it costs to do, like...
yeah, and also
one episode of Black Mirror.
Okay, so you have the ultimate Hulu account, right, where it's like $12 and no commercials, correct? Okay, exactly. All right, so then I assume if you have the other account, you're getting commercials in between that, so they're making money off that as well. So that's fine. So I mean, it's all working out, because I'm sure those people who are still involved with the show are still getting like residual checks from the advertising on Hulu or whatever. So I mean, yeah. So it's a win-win, and that's fine. But yeah, Netflix, God, every week it's another fucking issue with them. I swear to God.
Well, variety is never a bad thing. So
no, and then when you stifle variety or make variety an illusion, like Netflix is doing, you have a problem.
You know, it's funny as we're sitting here complaining about Netflix, but 3/4 of us will probably watch Stranger Things Season 2 this weekend.
Yep, exactly.
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
Yep.
I didn't want to say anything, okay? It's not like it's not like I have my blanket, my shirt, my house shoes, and my pajama pants ready and going, okay?
And your box of Eggo waffles like a fucking bitch named Jeremy Jones, but we'll get there later.
Listen here, right? They are fucking delicious. You go fuck yourself.
I love Eggo waffles, especially those thick and fluffy cinnamon sugar ones.
Oh my God.
Like, if it was, like, possible for a listener to just, like, bring us fresh frozen boxes of those at conventions, I would hug them, each and every one. And a toaster.
And a toaster? God. We would just make them right there.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, give me the butter, Dion. Put it in.
We'd have
Make a fucking sandwich.
Have an assembly line of just making.
Yeah. I put an unhealthy amount of butter on my waffles, by the way. Like, I once put half a stick of butter on 6 waffles.
God damn.
We're at a convention in Vegas. We don't even go out to do anything. We just all pile back upstairs into the room to sit around and just fucking eat waffles all night. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Nick stoned off of his ass.
Waffles. That's all we do.
You say waffles and whiskey?
Yep.
That should be the Waffles and Whiskey, the World Class Bullshitters breakfast seminar.
There we go.
Or
how to market on Instagram and all that shit.
Or our sweet album that we're going to drop.
Ooh. There has to be a soundtrack for this movie. Maybe we'll call it Waffles and Whiskey.
There you go.
I'll at least name one thing on the soundtrack, Waffles and Whiskey.
Just a freestyle rap.
Yeah, boy, Ega. All right, Nick, what else you got?
Let's see what else I got. I have... Apparently, what is it? Simon Pegg has had an idea for a Shaun of the Dead sequel. It was just him and Edgar Wright talking. I don't know if they're really going to do it or not. It was a treat. Let's see. It was let's hear his quotes right here. I jokingly wrote a treatment for from Dust Till Shaun, which is a sequel to Shaun of the Dead. Pegg told Entertainment Weekly. It was all about Shaun and Ed having to go to Edinburgh or something. I don't know. It was ridiculous, and it was a joke, but it wasn't a serious pitch. Edgar thought it would be funny to do the film again, but with vampires. But it was just pub talk.
I don't take anything Simon says seriously anymore, because after the shit he pulled with Star Trek, like, I'm just like,
what do you mean?
Well, because they wrote the script for Beyond, and then when some people that saw it, or after they saw the movie, one of the two, after they saw the script or saw the movie, they were getting on Simon Pegg about it. He's just like, oh, well, you don't know fucking science fiction and da-da-da-da-da-da, doing the whole high horse bullshit, and then obviously the movie was released, and it wasn't, received all that well.
Oh no, it was hot dog shit, man. I watched it. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It wasn't hot dog shit. It definitely
no, it
lukewarm
was.
Dog
it
shit?
was. It was because they played the song from the first movie while they were fucking. They took the ship and surfed it through a goddamn space wave. It was hot dog shit.
That part was cool, but
no, it was not cool. That was not
cool. I get it. Using sabotage on everyone is annoying. I understand that. All I'm saying is, I saw the movie too, and I was like, this was not as good as you said it was going to be, Simon. And then you're fucking bitching at everybody who's saying it's not that good. You need to calm the fuck down, sir. And every time he says something now, I'm just like, Simon Pegg's getting older, and he's getting more and more fucking grandma-ish, where like people say something to him, and he's so thin-skinned now. So, we're going to do it was just pub talk. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about pub talk, dude. Don't fucking spread that shit if you're not going to fucking do it.
Yeah, he's like fucking Bruce Campbell's like, we're gonna do a fucking Evil Dead 4. It's like, calm down.
I was so pissed when Bruce did that.
No, he did it at every convention that year. Mm-hmm. He did the same convention every year for like 4 years with that shit. It's like, Bruce, calm the fuck down. Okay? Mm-hmm. Calm the fuck down. All right? We get it. You need work, but just it'll be okay. All right? It'll be fine. Okay? Keep doing conventions. Charge $100 a signature. Charge $110 a picture. Calm the fuck down.
Well, that other thing too is like, the thing with Simon Pegg's like, motherfucker, Star Trek Beyond wasn't that great, and then At World's End was a fucking disaster. So you need to he needs to not do all this hype. Like, one, you're a horrible hype man, obviously, because the two last shit that you've spearheaded haven't been that fucking good. You need to check a fucking chill pill, and don't try to get with everyone's good graces again with, we were talking about doing it with vampires, but it's just pub talk. Like, don't fucking honey dick me right now. You're already already on the fucking list, Simon. Don't make it worse for yourself.
Oh shit, he's on the list.
He's on the list.
They need to just make a sequel to Hot Fuzz if they're going to touch any.
Oh god, yes.
Because Ed dies. He's a fucking zombie. They're all done. They don't have a cure, and they even say it in the movie. They just make him do dumb shit. So Ed's dead. There's nothing to do with him. World's End was fucking garbage. So just Hot Fuzz 2. If you got to make another movie, Nicholas and Danny, bring them to America, have them interact with, I don't know, some other American cops, and just make another action movie.
911.
Have him run it. I always said to you guys, have him meet like Riggs and Murtaugh, just like some iconic duo. Remember how the Nice Guys, how Will Ferrell and Marky Mark sucked compared to The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
Do a good version of that with an iconic duo. Make it Riggs and Murtaugh. Because, I mean, Axel Foley, and he doesn't really have a sidekick, so it wouldn't work. But, like, something like those two dudes with Danny and Nicholas, and it would sell itself. Call me up, Hollywood. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, 100%, dude. It would sell itself overnight. Like,
or specifically, Nick Frost call us up, because Simon's really sensitive right now, and we don't want to deal with his fucking bullshit.
Well, I feel like Simon Pegg would contact me about it, and then I would tell him how much I hate The Force Awakens, and then he would try to tell me how I don't understand it, and then I would call him a cunt.
And that's the other thing I forgot about. I fucking forgot that he did that. Simon Pegg is pissing me off, man. I forgot that he got all fucking chub-butted over the goddamn Star Wars movies. I'm just like, you need to... I really want to hit you. Like, I love you, but I just...
It'll happen one day. Don't worry. We'll be famous enough where you'll be in the same room with him, and you can get away with it.
God, I mean, right now, the worst decision for me would be Simon Pegg or Zack Snyder, because Simon Pegg's getting there.
You know it's Zack Snyder. You know it's Zack Snyder. Don't even lie to yourself right now. Don't. You know if it was Zack Snyder in a room or Simon Pegg, you're going to hit Zack Snyder in the mouth.
I feel like Dion would be the cop in the interrogation room who turns off the camera and tells everybody to leave. It's like, give me 5 minutes.
Zack Snyder's just laying there in convulsions with his fucking skull exposed.
Yeah, his teeth are in his hand and shit. Like, it's just bad.
Martha!
God, I would give anything. I would give anything.
Do you know what happened? He fell, man.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, everyone get the fuck out.
Jesus, I'm sorry. This is for Watchmen. This is for Batman. This is for Superman. Fuck Wonder Woman. Fuck Sucker Punch. Fuck Dawn of the Dead. Fuck everything you've ever made. All those shitty car commercials from the 90s. Fuck you.
Damn.
That is some hatred.
There's a lot of hatred.
Yeah, you would probably fist him to death. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
Let's move on.
This just took a turn.
I think about it. That's for damn sure. See if I can grab that colon and just pull it right out.
That would be for the Patreon channel that we put that on there. Watch Zack Snyder get disemboweled live.
Jeez.
I mean, this is our Halloween episode. It's meant to be darker and gorier and grittier and weirder.
Just went there.
It did. We always live up to the hype.
Unlike Simon Pegg.
We do.
Yeah. And we can take criticism, unlike Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Kendo, is it your turn? Nick, do you have any more stories?
I have one more. It is
Right,
researchers hack Tinder, OkCupid, and other dating apps to reveal your location messages. So we're sending dick pics. They fucking know about it. Researchers have
never show your face with a dick pic, yo. Never show your face.
Oh man, that's my move though. Security researchers have uncovered numerous exploits in popular dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid. Using exploits ranging from simple to complex, researchers at the Moscow-based lab say they could access users' location data, their real names, and the login info, their messages, history, and even see which profiles they viewed. The researchers noted this makes users vulnerable to blackmail and stalking.
I shouldn't laugh at this.
By the way, this is on both Android and Apple. Don't think you're safe because you have a fucking iPhone, all right? They've tested these apps: Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, Bandu, Mamba, Zook, Happening, WeChat, and Partor. The funny thing is that the gay apps they have not touched. They have not touched.
Aggressive of them.
Yeah.
Grindr.
Yeah, Grindr, and Scruff have not been like as far as I know, have not been touched. So, but yeah, if you're in a dating app and you're just whipping out those dick pics like fucking M&Ms, like calm that shit down.
Never show your face in a dick pic.
Yeah.
Or always show your face in a dick pic. I mean, what if you're proud? Do you want somebody else laying stake to your dick? No. You want to be able to say, like, that's mine and I'm proud. I I mean, you can't say like that vein pattern matches mine, and somebody will believe it. But if your face is in there, they'll be like, "Hey."
It's like a fingerprint. It's like those veins around your shaft. It's like your very own fingerprint.
It's like a mushroom stamp.
New security lock idea.
Somebody's going to be really pissed off. Like, hey, you guys shouldn't be making those kind of jokes. Fuck off.
Oh God.
Get over it.
So it'll be like an Ashley Madison thing. Hey, you're cheating on your wife. Oh, with a dude? Anyway, here's the dick pics you guys sent back and forth.
And that whole thing in of itself was hilarious. I can't wait to
Bradley Madison
shit.
Bradley Madison. I loved that it was all named bots the entire fucking time.
Not only that, but the fucking owner of Ashley Madison got caught cheating on his wife.
Oh my God.
Folks, don't cheat.
Yeah, don't cheat,
That's
or at least or at least use a VPN and a burner phone.
How easy is it? Go to fucking Target or Best Buy and get those fucking minute phones, man. They're like what, $50?
Oh no, they're less.
They're $20 at Kroger.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy a burner phone just as a joke.
A burner phone?
Just as a joke.
I got 2 phones.
All right, Kendo. So what do you got for us? Close us out the news segment.
All right. So the first thing I got tomorrow. Well, if you're for the unwashed masses today, Super Mario Odyssey is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. It is the biggest release on the Switch since I guess Zelda, and it might actually give you a reason to play your Switch again. It is a new platform for Mario. Well, kind of, it's like a callback to like a couple of Mario games. But the big thing about this is Mario essentially is playing in a semi-open world format where he will be in a big giant city that resembles New York. There'll be like realistic looking people in there, just like body shape wise, and then you got pudgy ass Mario running around. You can bounce off like cabs and light poles and all these other shit. Your hat now serves a new purpose. You can use it to like boomerang and like hit switches, attack people, and use it to like jump higher and other shit.
Hold on. So they're making this new Mario like Just Cause 3?
Sure. And so it's a new stage design. It's not linear. It's not going to be like I start here, I have to get to here. It's like you're in just this area running around like a lunatic, and there's all these like little objectives and stuff like that. And they've got different like there's like stages, like there's the city, desert, woods, all that other stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to save the Switch. I know that the pre-order thing was a big deal. I'm sure over 1.1 billion units have already been moved easily.
Only?
So
Phil is so hard right now for that game. So hard.
A seventh of the fucking planet will buy this goddamn game. You understand me?
I was gonna say I plan on getting it eventually. I'm not like having to be out there tomorrow to have it. I will eventually get it because I haven't touched my Switch since probably about 3 days after Splatoon 2 came out, and that was a while ago. So a few weeks maybe. I got other shit to buy. Paint.
I was at Best Buy the other day, and I told this guy not to buy a Switch because my local Best Buy got their Christmas shipment in. They had like 35 Switches. You know that the Switch is pretty much like peaked.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was such a great selling system in 2017. Yeah, but in 2018, nothing came out. Like, I didn't get a Wii U because Nintendo systems have sucked for the last 15 years. I regret buying the Switch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the Switch is not the Zelda of game consoles right now?
No, it's not the Zelda of game consoles. It's like the Kane and Lynch 2 of game consoles.
Damn!
Only you give a shit about it.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah,
the Zelda game though on the Switch was amazing, but I don't know if it's worth buying a Switch just to play it.
Well, Kendo, back when I was playing Zelda all the time, between the episodes, I'd be like, guys, this game's so great, you gotta play it. It was great, but goddamn, is the system so meh. Like, I played demos of Tetris on there more than anything else.
And I think they made it to where you couldn't even stream like Netflix or anything on there, right? Like you can't do any of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
no, not as far as I know. There is no streaming apps on the Switch.
So it's handheld, so you can only play their fucking games and not like watch anything you want while you're on the go. Dumb, fucking dumb.
Yeah, I know when I got my Switch, it was probably about 3 weeks after release. I got the second batch of billion units, and Zelda played the shit out of it like religiously for about a month until I pretty much as close to 100%ing it as you can, which is for that game is like legitimately impossible unless you have absolutely no life.
Phil 100%ed it.
No, it's fun. I'm
You don't
happy
say,
for him
you don't
going
say.
around finding thousands of Karak seeds. I did all the, like the fucking caverns, got the heart containers and all that stuff. Beat the bosses. Like, all right, I think I'm done. I played the Mario Kart for about a day, and then I played Splatoon for about 2 days. So overall, like my Switch has been dormant since probably about May 1st, with the exception of like 4 days. So that was
What pisses me off is I bought the Pro Controller for $80. I've used it like 3 times.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't even had to charge it once.
Yeah, I almost bought the Pro Controller. I'm like, well, the little clicky clackies on the side slide onto this little hand grippy thing, so that's pretty sweet. I was like, I mean, what chances are am I going to have somebody else to play to where I'm like, I need 2 players? It's probably nil. So I was just like, I'm not going to go buy the Pro Controller.
When I come out to Camp Kendo, I'll bring mine.
I was going to say, just bring it.
Yeah, when we come out to make the movie, I'll make sure we bring 4 controllers for every system, so when we do have off time, we can, have stuff to do as a group.
Oh, totally.
I mean, we're going to run out of cocaine eventually, so...
Right,
Yeah,
those,
and I mean,
the hookers will eventually leave.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't buy them for the whole... Never mind, we'll talk off there. What else you
We
got?
don't have enough Patreon money yet. So, folks,
Listeners,
please donate.
For only $10,000 a month, we can hire 2 solid weeks of
Escorts.
Missouri's finest women.
Yeah, Missouri escorts, not hookers. Escorts, please.
Yeah, I mean, if we go down to the city, I'm sure we could find decent ones.
Decent?
What's Missouri decent?
I don't know. It's a subjective term. We'd have to we'd have to definitely do some window shopping.
Listen, I don't know if I could ever convince myself, let alone my friends, to settle for decent hookers. Like they're decent.
Yeah.
Like they got all their teeth. It's like, wait, what? That's
You
where
won't
we're
get an
stopping?
STD.
That one, that one still got a leg. We're fine.
I mean, they don't get too shitty at Kansas City Chiefs games. Like, oh, I'm so happy.
I don't ever recall buying one at a Chiefs game. In fact, I don't ever recall buying one anywhere. But that's not the point.
Joel does. Hey, Joel, thanks for listening.
Good job, gay boy. Holy shit.
You watching the football game too?
Yeah, holy shit. Joe Flacco is dead. He's a dead.
He got decapitated.
Decapitated.
The Bud Dwyer of NFL.
You got to watch the Slam and Salmon, man. Then you'll understand that. Cause,
Oh, I know. I know.
Okay.
I know the movie.
Whatever, motherfucker. R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan.
Very true. So, what is your next news story, sir?
My next news story involves Regal Cinemas. They are going to, it's one of the largest theater chains, and they're rolling out a new ticket pricing thing that they think will help make the theater successful. It's going to experiment with charging more for tickets during peak time, or peak movie times, and less at times when attendance tends to be lighter. So it's called surge pricing, I guess. It's Uber. It says think of it as Uber style surge pricing, but for movies. So essentially, what it is if you go in and you want to see, say, Thor Ragnarok, night of release, prime time, it's going to cost probably full price, maybe a little bit more. But if you want to go on, say, Wednesday afternoon at like 1, you could probably get it for much cheaper. And then the idea is that maybe after a movie's been out for a really long time, the value or the price of the tickets can go down. It's a wait and see approach. They say it's just an idea that they're messing with. They're just trying to do something because stocks for the big people out there like Cinemark, AMC, and IMAX have fallen like big time because of poor box office sales. So Regal's is trying to do anything right now, I guess. And this is an idea. I mean, I think it's a decent idea. I mean, because if I want to go,
but do theaters want to go out of business? Because that's how you got out of business.
You want to be the Uber of the fucking the Uber of the movie business. These are peak times. So if you want to come see fucking 50 Shades of Grey 3, we're gonna up the goddamn price. Like, bitch, I'm already coming to see 50 Shades of Grey. What, you want me to raise the goddamn ticket prices? Let me go. If you want people to stream shit, that's how you stream shit.
Yeah, this is how you up piracy real quick.
Thankfully I don't go to Regal Cinemas.
I used to see the movies in the afternoon, so I'm all for it.
Well, see, here's the thing. Regal, this is like their third like attempt to change things. First, it was making the prices no longer like an even thing, where it was like $1.25, $1.50, $1.75. Like now it's actual like real pricing. Then this last year they rolled out assigned seats in theaters.
Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah, whenever you go buy your tickets, like, all right, I want one ticket for it. It's like, okay, where do you want to sit? It's like, god damn it.
On the Regal, I don't even we could sit where we wanted.
Well, I mean, some of the bigger ones will have assigned seating, and then the ones that don't get visited a lot will not.
They have really nice seats though.
If you're not a bistro, you shouldn't have fucking assigned seating.
Agreed.
Like, if you don't sell booze, you should not have fucking assigned seating. Like, at least my theater, Studio C, I go because the seats are really nice, and they have assigned seating when there's a lot of people there. But they sell fucking beer. If you don't sell booze, you ain't got no goddamn right to make me to. You're sitting in E row 6 or row E seat 6. Fuck
yeah. And I mean, they'll even do it. Some of the theaters will even do it like when there's like during the week they'll do it like that because that's their thing now. Like they've been instructed to do so. So, I mean, and also you have the movie pass thing, right? That's like $10 a month for movies. Whatever you want to watch like one movie per day kind of thing.
Yep.
So you can do that to combat this because as far as I know, Regal's still part of that.
I believe though.
Yeah. So you can you can combat surge pricing by getting one of those passes, and therefore you've hacked the system, so you're welcome.
Well, the thing is, our local AMC is doing so many things. They're trying to up the game, but all they're doing is making me not want to go. Assigned seating fucking sucks.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
They're okay. So it used to be that assigned seating was only IMAX 3D, which I get. Like, I mean, I don't like it, but okay, if it's just there. Now they're redoing all their theaters, all their theaters, and they're making each seat assigned. They're moving into recliners. Now, normally, recliners are nice, big, comfortable chairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The recliners at my local Cinemark are nice and big and comfortable. The ones at AMC are super fucking small, so they can jam more in there. So, like I said to Dan, when we go to movies, if we go here anymore, we need to buy seats at least 2 seats apart from now on, because there's no way you and I can sit in this comfortably together. Some random dude sat next to me. He's like, this would suck sitting next to you at a movie. I'm like, I fucking know. I'm not happy about it either. So all these little things they keep trying to do are just making it, like, they're making it more difficult to enjoy going to the theater. Like, I'll pay the $20 to see a fucking movie. I don't want to be told where to sit, and I don't want to be bothered by all these stupid rules. Like, I'll just wait for a movie to come out on Blu-ray and buy it, and not go to your fucking theater chain. Like, all you're doing is pushing me away as a consumer.
Yeah, I mean, we're guys who love to go watch movies, and if you're fucking with us, I mean, that's really bad. Especially, when you see now that ticket prices are like their highest they've ever been, and then you look at the attendance of theaters where they're the lowest they've ever been. And the reason these movies are making so much is because of the ticket prices. That's really where it's all these movies are making their money. And you also hear about some theaters also buying out full showings of movies, like all 2 or 3 showings of a movie at 1 o'clock, let's say. They'll do that just to make it seem like they're making more money and more people are watching it. Like they'll do all kinds of things to make it seem that way. So I mean,
the bad thing too is it's the only theaters that are doing that are, I guess, passing that off are the fucking chains. Small town movie theaters are fucking damn near extinct. So they're like, oh no, yeah, we're making the most money we've ever been. If you're not part of AMC or NCG or whatever fucking became Amanda Johnson's theaters, you ain't doing so fucking. Like outside. I mean, if you're lucky enough that you're a local theater and you're the only one in that town and you're privately owned, then yeah, I mean you're by proxy going to do pretty well. But if a fucking chain comes in, you're fucked.
Yeah, because then you're talking, like that mom and pop theater may have what, like one to 3 screens, let's say. Then you have you have one that comes in that's 6 screens, then you're fucked. You know, and then that's it. I mean, hell, I remember over the last 5 years, I've seen a big drive to save drive-ins, which that's failed. Nobody's doing that anymore. I mean, there may be a handful here and there, but not like there were years and years ago. But I remember getting constant Facebook posts about, hey, buy this shirt for this drive-in, for $20 and help make it last another year. It wasn't even to like help it last 10 years. To help it to get to fucking next year.
Or next Friday.
Yeah, like things like that, And I mean,
shut the lights off.
And I mean, I remember. I mean, I've gone to a couple of them. I went to one in Nashville, and I mean, it was awesome. You had full service food. You could sit in your truck and watch the movie and everything like that. It was awesome. I loved it. But nobody wants it anymore.
There's like 2 drive-ins around here, and they're fairly popular. They'll do double bills for a lot of good stuff. But it's so far from where I live, that's not convenient.
Yeah.
I could drive 7 miles in one direction or the opposite direction and go see a movie in IMAX. So I'm all for drive-ins if I lived closer to one. I'm not going to drive 2 hours to get to one. And then, because they're late at night, you get out at midnight or 1 o'clock, I get home at 3 a.m., it's like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, if I could sleep there.
And that's the problem with drive-ins. Like, you can't do them at noon. You can't do them, after you get out of work. If you get out of work, if you're a lucky son of a bitch, and like myself, who gets out of work relatively early in the afternoon, you can't go see a fucking drive-in. And then, they show one movie at a time. Maybe they have a space big enough to show 2. Like, it's just, it's just, right now, the whole theater experience is kind of fucking depressing.
Yeah, because there's so much money to be spent on entertainment.
Yeah.
People now have more free time and access to money. No, I'm not saying more money, but they have access to money. And, if you're guys like us, I mean, well, Dion, you're in a little different situation, but you don't take D2 to the big movies.
Right.
But, like, Kendo, Nick, and I, we're single dudes. We can go see a movie. Oh, it's only $20 to go or $15. It's not like we have to take a wife and 4 kids and popcorn and drinks and all this other dumb shit. Like, we would all hunt down good theater-going experiences, but they just make it more difficult.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean that's part of the problem, and then like the money I think is also part of it. Yeah, for us being single dudes, yeah, it's easy, but it's still $20. It's still a good chunk of money to go see one movie. And if they made it, hell, if they cut it down, I'm not saying by a lot, but like let's say they cut it down by a third, just a third. That would be better. You make it cheaper, make it more. You make it less expensive for people to go, and easier on their wallets. They will be more than willing to be there. Cut out the fucking rules, cut out the bullshit, and they're more than willing to go.
And cut out teenagers showing up, because I can't stand going to horror movies on opening weekend and hearing motherfuckers talk the whole time.
Good luck with that.
Meet you people.
Good luck with that.
Hey, I'll give my local AMC this. They don't let teenagers in past 10 o'clock unless they're with their parents. They ID you, and if you don't
ID,
they give you a refund.
I'm down for that rule.
I just don't want to be talked to when I'm at the theater. Like, every once in a while, Dan will make a good joke, and that's fine. But when I'm, like, there to see, like, Thor next week, I don't want to be fucking talked to. Like, I don't want to have to tell, oh, like, hey, yeah, this was a joke in a reference to an 80s Thor comic book from Walt Simonson. Like, that, you do your own research on the internet. Like, just don't bother me. Now, if we're watching a comedy, feel free to talk, because you don't have to pay that close of attention. But if it's something important, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
All right, Kendo, what do you got next?
All right, my Jeff story of the week.
Woo!
Batman's Burt Ward, from Caped to Canine Crusader. So, you love the campy-ass Batman TV show from the 60s.
Dude,
we all
I
do.
love it so much.
So, these days, Burt Ward is an activist for animals and an animal lover, especially dogs. And he has created his own brand of all-natural, American-made dog food. So he says that it's designed for longevity, not for profit. And so it says Ward, who operates Gentle Giants Rescue and Adoptions with his wife, said his food can extend a pet's lifespan. He said, it's not just the food, it's how you feed and care for your dogs. We have them living 27 years, healthy and active, Ward said. Our dogs are so healthy, the only time they go to the veterinarian is every 3 years for their rabies update. I don't know why you have to update your rabies. I figured it's the same no matter when you get it. Currently, there are 80 million dogs in 67 million American households, according to Ward, who will take the brand national by the end of October. He says, we are going to be in almost 700 stores where people can get our food. The most exciting thing is your viewers can buy our food at half the price of what they pay in a pet store. I'm guessing this was from a morning talk show. So anyway, Burt Ward, activist, animal philanthropist, go get a dog just so you can buy Robin's dog food.
I'm good. I'm good. How much does the dog food cost? First of all, how much? What's the? Okay.
It really depends. Same thing with like cat food. Like I don't have any experience buying dog food because I haven't had to buy dog food. Shit, I can't remember when that dog died. It's probably about 12, 13 years ago.
God damn, Kendo, Jesus.
What? I don't have time to have a dog. I'm not home enough.
You could have just ended it with, I don't have a dog, but then you're all just like, man, I was last time. When the fuck did that dog die? I'm just like, clearly you are scarred from that experience, sir.
He was old. It happens.
He's like, Spot and I went through some shit. You know, when me and Father Kendo weren't talking, like we went out there and we were fucking picking up those hookers from the Kansas City Chief tailgates. Like
he's never been to a Chiefs game. He doesn't go to football games. He says they're all a bunch of overpaid assholes.
I like your dad more and more every week.
Yeah. No, I just have cats, so I can tell you what cat food price costs. I mean, it all depends on like if you buy like, you know, Walmart brand, you get like 50 pounds for like 18 cents or something like that, but it's probably all cardboard and nails.
Of course you have cats.
I do. I like them. They're cool. Anyway, so I don't know what Burt Ward's dog food would cost, but I almost want to get a dog just to buy Burt Ward's dog food because I hope his picture's on the bag. I want a bag.
Why don't you buy it and just feed it to Dan or somebody? They won't know.
My uncle
ground it up, put some water on it, and say it's a White Castle. They'll eat it up.
Don't you dare talk shit about White Castle, sir.
I had White Castle over my birthday weekend, dude. When I was shit-faced and calling you, I was eating White Castle.
White Castle's delicious.
I love White Castle. What you crave. Dear White Castle.
There's one 5 minutes away from Camp Kendo.
I live near one, too. White Castle's never been far from my house, so when people are like, oh, man, I got to drive hours to White Castle, it's like, I got to drive, like, minutes to White Castle. I can listen to 2 songs and be in the drive-thru.
For the last couple of years, when I was north of the wall, I had to drive hours. I had to drive hours to
north of the wall. What is this? What is it? Germany in fucking '86? What's going on?
I decided to start going north of the Interstate 70 from St. Louis to Upper Missouri, north of the wall, because it's a vastly different place up there.
David Hasselhoff sing about tear down this wall.
No, it's cool. They can leave northern Missourians up there. I like staying down here in the South. You know, it's cool. The people are not as nice, and you get tweakers breaking down conveniently in your driveway.
Hey, buddy, could you drive me up past the fucking hill, man?
He got his car and left today, but I did find his cell phone splattered on my driveway, so I'm like, God damn it, he's going to come back.
I'm just glad you're not dead. How about that shit?
It's all right, man.
Something tells me that, you know, hey, you were like one syringe away from the hills.
One syringe?
No, dude. Where I live at's not so bad. I mean, it's pretty quiet around here. That was the first time in the history of me ever being in Camp Kendo over the course of belonging to my grandparents and other stuff that I've ever had to go from DEFCON 5 to DEFCON 4. It's like I raised the alert just slightly last night, and then around 2:00, then I raised it up a little bit more because I'm like, this is high time for tweakers, man. They're all fucking jacked up. They want to come here. They want to steal my TV to get their fix. It ain't happening now. My fucking watch.
It was not on my watch. It was the tweaker high
Get
tide.
off my land.
Dude, you were one bonk on the head from being on this podcast.
We were one spoon away from only having a 3-man show.
Yeah, but anyway, we're good. I think it's probably past. They're probably like, oh, it wasn't some old couple living there. We're not going to try to rob them. That guy and his father looked very angry. And they're like, you're right. You're inconveniencing me right now. Breaking into my house, you're going to piss me off because that's shit I don't want to deal with.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so Kendo, that was your last news story of the week, the Jeff story?
That story always closes it out.
All right. Well, now I'm just curious. Well, I was reading the email we got, so I'm excited to read that later. But let's do something even more fun than the email. let's play our little game. So, Nick, in celebration of Halloween, found a game for us to play over on Twitter. So, Nick's going to play the MC for this portion of the show, and we're going to play a World Class Bullshitters first. Hashtag survive a horror movie in 5 words. It's exactly how it sounds, and Nick, let's take it away.
Thank you, sir. All right. Now, this is a hashtag I ran across while doing my twittering.
One more time with that there, brother man. One more time. I got a little bit of a chubby hearing you trying to get through that one.
The tweeters.
Papa Diddy Pop?
Holy shit, I haven't seen that video in forever. Calm down. This is a hashtag I saw, and I wanted to put a game. I wanted to make a game out of it because it's literally hashtag survive a horror movie in number 5 words. And I made a game. We're doing 20 items, 10 categories, 10 scenarios. I'm not participating. I'm just having the guys do it. I've told them to make 2 answers per item for this. We're gonna do a round table thing, and everybody's gonna read whichever ones they have for each category, and I'm gonna determine which one's the funniest. Or the best.
You can vote in the comment section.
Yeah. Also, if you come up with your own, tag us on Twitter and do hashtag survive a horror movie in 5 words, so we know what it is.
And hashtag WCBs.
Hashtag WCBs. Yes. Yeah. We need that hashtag to be ours.
Hashtag Ray dies. Hashtag Lape is anus.
Oh,
yeah,
all the hashtags. All the hashtags.
Every hashtag will be ours.
Okay, so who would like to be first?
Me.
Okay,
I want to go first.
So
I'm actually excited to.
Okay, so we will go Jeff.
What the fuck? You know that I like to go first, god damn it.
Well, you gotta wait. You had a kid first, all right? I get to play this game first.
All right. So we will go Jeff, Dion, Kendo. That's how this will go now. From now on.
All right.
Are we good with that? Are we good? And
maybe Kendo should go second because I feel like he's the abusive little brother. Since like we always cut him to last at the games, so he'll go second. I'll go last.
All right, dude. Seniority rules, man. I know I'm on the bottom of the scrotum pole.
But I fucking like you. Just fucking take it.
Bottom of the scrotum pole.
Yeah.
You don't choke over there. It's just the comedy part of the show. Jesus.
I can't say totem pole. I don't want to be accused of culturally appropriating a device for an alliterative purpose.
Oh, don't worry.
Wow.
You're the white dude from Missouri. You've already accepted that role.
Thanks, Squanto.
That seems a bit racist, but all right.
This is better than I thought it was going to be. All right. Let's see. First category, zombie virus film. Jeff, go.
Lock myself in my house.
Okay.
That's how I survived the film.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. I only get 1 for 1. Sorry. I can make up more later.
Okay. Kendo?
Find the source, kill it.
Okay. Dion.
Do we do both of the ones we came up for this, or just one?
Well, as many as you've made, you read them all.
Okay. Zombie virus. I had 2. 1. Don't follow the white girl. 2. Shoot the fucker in the face.
Kendra, did you have another one?
Yeah. I thought we were like going around in turns and like going around twice.
No. The way we're doing it is that you read all the ones you have for the category.
Gotcha. So my other zombie virus one.
All right.
What?
Go ahead.
Winchester, have pint, blow over.
Damn it.
Right.
That was great.
I had to shorten that as best as possible.
That's good. All right.
Figured it worked for them.
It did. But now they want to do a vampire movie, so whatever. All right, so next one. Haunted house movie. Haunted house film. Jeff, go.
I stay in a hotel.
All right.
I mean, we're supposed to survive these things, right?
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I'm staying in a hotel. I haven't heard of a real haunted hotel. Stay at a Hilton or something. I'll be safe.
There you go.
Staying at Paris Hilton.
Ooh. You could catch so many things in that.
You can. I bet it's haunted.
It's probably big enough for Jeff to get into. Anyways.
Yeah, finally.
Kendo?
Find Eddie Murphy, get out.
Yeah.
Or use thermodynamics to disprove ghosts.
Oh.
Okay, Carl Sagan.
Like, I'm sorry, second law of thermodynamics says you cannot exist. And then I win.
Damn. All right. That's pretty fucking good. All right, Dion.
For a Haunted House film, first one, don't be the black guy. Second one, watch the corners, my man.
Watch the corners?
Because it's always when they walk right into the room, or they walk into the room and it's empty, and they turn around and the ghost is like in the fucking corner.
Oh no, you're right. Okay, gotcha. All right. Stay at a hotel still got me. God damn it.
That was a good one. Stay in a hotel. Oh shit.
No, that's entirely correct. All right, next one is sci-fi monsters and alien horror. Jeff?
Oh, I don't land on LV 420.
Shit, man, that's one hell of a reference.
And then the other one is I just don't answer the distress call.
No. That's how they all fucking start. The goddamn
Yeah,
random
fuck
ass
those people.
distress
I'm
call.
gone.
Yeah, you're right, man. That's right. Okay, Kendo.
Get ray gun, use it, or I welcome our alien overlords.
You're gonna get raped by ET.
I feel like I feel like Kendo's going to be the one who kills everybody on the ship or in the movie and becomes like the alien's right hand person.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Wow, you were." Oh, dude, I would totally betray the human race for the aliens because if aliens show up, I know they're very technologically superior and they will fuck us. But I'll just be like, "Look,
Sea Lord Xenu.
I'd be like,
attack here."
I'd be like, "Here's if you want to destroy humans, here's what you're going to do. I have no problem genociding these people, all of them. I will kill all."
What if they test it out on you first?
That's not cool.
They don't give a shit about you and your loyalty. Lack thereof.
Kendo's the Danny McBride of the group.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be like, "Look, I will help you kill all 7 billion of them. Just leave me alive and take me back to your spaceship so I can fuck a blue chick or a green chick."
On our planet, they fuck you.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, Dion.
Sci-fi monsters and alien. Don't trust the old dude.
Yeah.
And then second one, just ask him from the start.
What do you mean by that?
So like the distress signal is always like, it was a warning, not a call for help. Or it's like an alien that's just like, he just wants to get home. So of course me would be like, so what do you want? What is this call? And boom. Oh, it's a warning? We're not fucking going there. As a matter of fact, let's nuke the fucking place just in case.
Yeah. I don't trust Glurp Glop.
What's that from? Oh, Rick and Morty. Never mind. I was like, what is that from?
All right. The next one is holiday horror. Jeff.
Become a Jew. Fuck Christmas. Because you never heard of a horror Hanukkah film.
No, yeah.
Not until now.
Yeah.
Well,
I will be.
That's our third World Class Bullshitters movie.
Hanukkah of Horrors 2018. What's your other one? Do you have another one?
No, I kind of blew my load on that one. Become a Jew. Fuck Christmas.
All right, Kendall.
Avoid all Santa Claus people. Because they
Yeah.
always seem to be the tricksters. And then the other one just says, go open dead people's gifts. So I figured as the people are being killed, just go open their shit. Be like,
Yeah.
Plus, how many times is it's like, oh, there was a gun in Grandpa's gift. Holy shit.
exactly.
Oh my God, you're right. That happens a lot.
But like, Uncle Bill doesn't need whatever's in this box anymore. He's dead. Open it up, and there's a fucking automatic like Uzi. Be like, oh, here we go.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, it's done. All right, Dion?
Oh, yeah, a holiday horror. Don't ask for help, woman. It's always, oh, my car's broke down.
Yeah, selling that Deadly Nights.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm. Don't ask for help, woman. And then the second one, shoot the Santa or a woman. Because it's always the goddamn Santa that you saw in the beginning of the movie, or it's the crazy bitch who, like, fucking, was it a Tooth Fairy movie? Just shoot him. Just fucking shoot him.
You're right. You're 100% right. All right, the next one is slasher movie. Jeff.
How I survive? I keep it in my pants.
Ooh.
Yes!
Yep.
Well, all right,
Yep.
that's the show, everyone. Good night. We're done.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Kendo?
Run faster than the others, or just drive around for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just get in the car, drive around, and be like, he ain't gonna catch up.
At least you know the car's running at that point.
Yeah, be like, I'm in the car. I'm just gonna drive for 2 hours. Movie will be over. I'm good.
And we're done. Okay, Dion?
Yes. Slasher film. Where's the gun at, Deborah? And then the other one was, to reiterate, go get the fucking gun.
That's that's true.
Or my third one, there was alternative for the second one, reload the fucking gun, Deborah.
Yeah.
I was really proud of that. Of
Dude, you really have it in for Deborah, don't you? You just really don't like Deborah.
It's always
She's a
the
bitch,
Deborah
man.
character,
Fuck Deborah.
goddammit. Like, oh shit, she drops the gun, she shoots it and misses the majority of the time, or of course, like the gun gets something in it and it gets jammed. It's like, give me the fucking gun, Deborah. That should be another one. Give me the fucking gun. That's 6. But what? You get the fuck.
Yeah. At least you admitted it, knowing the numbers.
I like how Deborah's like you're treating her like a really shitty coworker. She's a dumb bitch at work. It's like, God damn it, Deborah, shut up.
What's the other video? I'm not going to your fucking baby shower, Janice.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Now we're at clown horror. Jeff.
Clowns aren't scary. The end. So I wouldn't be afraid. I would just walk away like, whatever.
Is that it?
That's
All
it.
right, Kendo.
I have something similar. I wrote, clowns do not scare me, or nice trick. Now watch mine.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a great movie line right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit, they're doing a MacGyver TV show?
It's like 3rd season, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been out for a while.
Yeah.
I do not watch TV. God damn, fuck me, right?
Sure.
Anyways, Dion, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, clown horror. Is that what we're on?
Yeah, clown horror. Yeah.
Don't go in the funhouse.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's always the last level. And then just use the bat first. There's always a baseball bat, and like they hesitate and they don't swing. If it's a clown horror and I have a baseball bat, I am beating him to the fucking white meat. The white meat underneath the fucking white meat.
Damn.
He's gonna go fucking bear Jew on him.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
That's right. That's right.
Forgot about that. All right, let's go. Let's see, vampire movie. Jeff.
Eat Italian food that night.
Yep.
Oh god, these are better than I thought they were gonna be. I'm so happy. I'm happy with this. You guys have done so good so far.
We're world-class bullshitters, Nick.
Professor
We're
Eugene.
world-class.
Yeah, this
Oh
ain't
my
our
god,
first goat
I'm
fuck.
so fucking happy with this. Was that it, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Kendo.
I have plenty of garlic, which I do. I cook with that a lot. Or hold up in a church.
Ooh,
Sacred.
that works. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, another one I just thought of just now would be chill in pool of holy water. Or chill.
Oh,
Yeah, chill in pool holy water. Just
no, but
Dude, a holy water hot tub.
make a holy water
You have
hot tub
women
and just
come
get in
in?
there and be like, try it, Dracula. See how fucking well that works. Suck on these nuts.
You just wait till the daytime.
You can do that too.
And then he goes,
chill.
then
Just
he goes to
chill
hide.
in the hot tub with a 6-pack of beer. You're good to go, man. It's like I got all day, motherfucker. All right, Dion.
Oh yeah, vampire film, right?
Yeah.
Don't fuck at the club because that's how it always fucking starts.
It's always an awkward goth chick at the club. You hook up with.
Exactly. Then you're like, she's weird and she's giving me the fuck me eyes, and I'm gonna fuck her, and then boom, your fucking neck is shredded because you didn't want to go to Hot Topic or some bullshit. I don't know.
No, because your friends have left. And you're trying to hook up, and that's the problem.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. There you go. Don't leave without the friends. Boom. That's the other one. Don't leave without the friends. And then the second one was, won't high-powered rounds work too?
I mean, they might. I don't know.
It's like, well, hit the heart. But if I have a fucking, if I've got a fucking tracer round or a fucking shotgun slug, like, wouldn't that just, like, punch? I've always wondered that. Or if you do a headshot, especially if you use it at close range, heads explode. Just shoot a vampire in the head close range. Their heads explode, man. Like, I got so many questions. So many questions.
Nobody had holy water enema.
I don't think that deeply.
I'm sorry. All right. Next is werewolf movie. Jeff.
Pepper spray, run. That's it.
That'll really fuck up their nose really well.
Yep. Hopefully it's not a Benicio del Toro werewolf, because that thing will rip your fucking arm
Holy
off.
shit. I actually like that werewolf movie. I think it's shit on.
I never saw it all the way through.
Well, that was one of the Universal...
You and I caught it on HBO years ago,
That was one of the Universal monster movies they were trying to, like, kick off the fucking thing with, like, for the 8th time.
Dark Universe.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why am I dancing?
Call us for the Dark Universe, Devin. We got ideas. Give us money. Anyways. Kendo?
Make plenty of silver bullets, or avoid outdoors once a month. There's only one night that you got to worry about it, so just don't go outside that night.
It's true. True. Dion?
Yes, sir. Werewolf, I had just buy the silver shit. It's always the fucking silverware. It's always the silverware and the cups and shit they got to melt down. Just buy the silver shit if you know that you're in that movie. Just buy it. Just buy it. And then the other one, I said, buy extra rounds from Meijer or insert whatever department store you have. Just, when you're there, you're like, okay, I'm going to buy some extra rounds. Just because. Because it's always like your gun, like the bullets hurt them, and then, or if it's in Werewolf in London, regular bullets just kill them. And they always run out of bullets, and it's just like, oh, you shot me? I'm going to eat your black face. So just buy extra rounds from Meijer. And then my last one was, they make silver nitrate, Daryl.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. Let's see. All right, next one is home invasion movie. Jeff.
All right, so luckily I own a gun, or just call the fucking police.
No.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah, they never do that ever.
And we live in an era with smartphones, so like if they even cut your phone line like Michael Myers did, I doubt he's savvy enough to fucking pull up a scrambler and like really, he's out in the fucking he's out in that station wagon. All right, I'm gonna hack their Wi-Fi, and now they can't call the fucking police. No, that doesn't work like that. You just shoot them or you call the police. That's it.
Yeah, that works. Kendo?
I've only got one for this one, and it says, seriously? Click, click, boom, fuckers. You guys know my stance.
Straight to the point. I like it. All right, Dion?
Okay, this one I had 4 because I just couldn't stop laughing at the ones I came up with.
Go with it.
Home invasion. This is a renege, but I don't care. Where's the gun at, Deborah?
You need to leave Deborah alone. Get her out of your fucking life.
That's always happens. The fucking wife or the friend fucking does the same shit in home invasion horror movies, man. It's like...
Dude, he wants to anger fuck Deborah so bad right now.
I'm telling you.
I wish Hillary's name was Deborah. Real. I'm going to start calling her Deborah when I see her.
The funny thing is I actually was going to put Hillary on these, but I was like...
You should have!
I was like, everyone would be like, why is he being so mean in this episode to his wife? But Deborah reminds me of Hillary.
People that are married will understand your anger.
Yes, for sure.
Plus, you have a kid involved, so you want to make sure you survive to raise your child. So you got to be a little harsh.
That's true. Exactly.
Like, this is about survival, not hurting people's feelings. Like, hey, I called you a bitch, but we survived the fucking werewolf. So
Yeah, it's like I got
kiss
a
my
fucking
ass.
mulligan for calling you a dumb bitch because I was under a lot of pressure, and they're fucking werewolves, Deborah. God damn it. And then the second one I had was double tap to the head because I was thinking, I don't know why, but Kendo was on my mind too, and I was thinking of these. I'm just like, what? I feel like he would get this one. Double tap to the fucking head. Plus, they always like you shoot the dude and he gets back up. No, don't fuck with it. Just double tap to the head when you knock him down. Bang bang.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then the third one was find the nearest black dad.
The nearest black dad.
Yep. Because everyone knows fucking black fathers are the most fucking paranoid motherfuckers ever. Like my dad was obsessed with like, what's that sound? Did you lock the door? What's out there? We live in Pittsburgh, Dad. We're not gonna fucking get fucked up over here. Did you lock the door? So my thing is find the nearest black dad, and then the last one. I don't know why, but there's two of us, Jeff. Like for some reason, I was like, if I ever get in a situation where there's a home invasion horror movie, I just assume that Jeff's gonna be there for some reason, and I'm just gonna be like. There's two of us, man. We take combined, we're over 500 pounds. I think we can take them.
All we would have to do is, even if we were at Diane's, all we do is we go down to the basement, we get into one room without a window, and then when the motherfucker comes down, we stand on each side of the door with a knife and we stab him repeatedly.
Boom.
It's a 5-minute movie at most. It's not going to hit any big numbers at the box office, but it's going to get some kind of praise for being realistic.
Yep.
Then the rest of the movie is us explaining to the cops why we have this dead white guy on the carpet. So, it's into a comedy. That would actually be a legitimate, funny, world-class bullshitters movie to make. The first 5 minutes is a horror film, the next is like a comedy.
That would be great. Like, just us dealing with the fact that, we just killed this home invader dude who was a crazy dude. Hey, want to go get some Denny's? Yeah, sure, man. I'm kind of hungry. I can eat.
And then the rest of it is like an existential crisis. Like, I murdered a man.
There's blood on my hands, and I can't wash it off.
Oh, yeah. Just use
a pretty good
comedy.
job.
You get it off real quick.
The funny thing is, I fucking love Comet.
The dog from Full House?
He's all right, but if you ever puke, you use powdered Comet. That shit's awesome.
Well, I only puke in your garbage can in a perfect art.
I've told the story before. I'll tell it again. 2 fucking times. Perfect art. I'm not making this shit up.
Yeah, I'm just that goddamn good.
I'm just that guy, bro.
This is real.
All right, now we're into the scenarios. We've done the categories. We're in the scenarios. All right, first one: trapped in a house with the killer alien that can teleport at will. I don't know where I came up with this at, but I was fucking at work and I was just like, "This seems like a horrible thing to put somebody into." Jeff,
I offer it a beer because I have no clue how you fucking fight this thing. Hey, Zeno, this bud's for you. Maybe he'll let me live. Maybe if I offer him a better beer, I'll have a better chance, but still. That's what
or it could be like the aliens from what the fuck is that movie? God damn it. I can't think of it. M. Night Shyamalan.
Not The Happening. Science.
Yeah, it could be like Science where like he takes the beer and he dies as soon as he drinks it.
Oh shit! I call Stone Cold Steve Austin to help me. That's the rest of the movie, Dion. We call Stone Cold and we just shoot aliens with beer.
Oh my god, that's an amazing movie.
Sit here and die? No, I don't think so. What?
Stone Cold don't play that, son.
No, Steve Austin and Tom Atkins and his mustache. It's Miller time.
So much masculinity.
Tom Atkins and Booker T. Best lines, best horror movie ever. We're here to kill you. Tell me you did not just say that. What?
Is that all you had, Jeff? Okay,
yeah.
Ken.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge.
Wow. Is that it?
Yeah. I've only got one from here on out.
That's fine. Dion?
All right, I had 3. May or may not be funny, but let's do it.
Let's roll with it.
Teleport back against the wall, man. Because I feel like I'm always just like, my back's against the wall. Okay, motherfucker, let's do this. Second one, just stay in one room. Because, fuck. Just don't move. You can find him. You know where he's going to be. Just stay in one room. And then finally, just follow the black guy. Because those dudes, Sixth Sense. In the movies, the black dude's always like, well, let's do this. Like, no. And then he gets away in the end or some shit. So follow the black guy.
All right. Next scenario. You and the survivor girl, the only ones left after Killer Redneck has killed all of your friends. Jeff.
Revenge fuck his parents twice.
You mulatto son of a bitch.
I figure, hey, he loves his parents in a weird way. Why not, just berate him with this racial impurity?
Oh.
Constantly.
Damn. That's cold. Is that it? All right.
Yeah.
Kendo.
Kill redneck, then fuck chick.
There we go. That's how you do it. Fuck her till the sun comes up.
Rednecks don't have any fucking superpowers.
Throw him a book, it'll confuse him.
Hit him with that 12 gauge and then go bang that girl. That's all you gotta do.
All right, Dion.
This funny thing is there's two, but they're the perfect combination of my previous friends here. First one, install the... I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh at my own thing. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I gotta hear this.
It's really good. Here we go. Shit, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Okay. Install the Black Fear, bruh.
And what, do what now? Do what?
Install the Black Fear, bruh.
Instill the Black Fear?
Install. I said install.
You meant to say instill.
No, I was going to say instill, but I'm like, that's not funny. And I'm like, install the Black Fear. Like,
is that like an upload?
Is that like a rape thing?
Century and fucking rednecks got phones and shit. So I said install. I don't know why I thought it was that funny, but then
he's got a burner phone from Kroger for $20.
Yeah,
he just
can't install shit on
rolling around fucking redneck neighborhoods, backdooring people's cell phones with the Black Fear.
Yep, and then
or just backdooring people.
Or they're rednecks, right? They're already scared of people of color. You just be a stereotype and like, oh shit. Like I would just start talking in Ebonics, and I would start talking in the third person.
I might actually abandon you if you pulled that shit in the movie. I'd be like, I'll see you later.
Yeah, but then you live, and then you're like, well, I'll let it slide this once.
Right, you're just like, God damn it, he was right. And then the second one was use her as pussy bait. And I was just like, Deborah, get naked and stand over there. And the minute, because it's be a naked white woman, and rednecks can't fight that shit. And the minute he goes to jump on her, I just come out of nowhere with a rock or a knife and just fucking white meat, son. To the white meat.
Oh, God. A pussy bait. Damn it.
I had to use 5 words, damn it.
No, it's fine. All right. The next one. This one I think is one of the worst ones. You're waiting in the line at the DMV. Jeff.
I fart to kill him. That's all I have.
Oh my God. It's good shit. Oh man. Kento?
Get there when it opens. And there's no line.
Oh.
You can avoid it all.
Oh.
I did that on Saturday.
Exactly.
I did that the other day when we got our the Enterprise.
Is that what you call your new
Yeah.
Have you given it the number yet?
No, I was going to, but I was like, that's too nerdy for Hillary. Plus, the joke was hers was a Cavalier, and I was like, you're gonna drive this new car, and it's gonna be like stepping up to the fucking Enterprise, and that's what we're calling it.
All right, Dion, your turn.
Oh yeah, DMV, pull up the Tumblr porn, man. And then, which I actually have done multiple times. And then the second one was check in online beforehand, David.
Not Michigan offers that? I'm so jealous.
Not Deborah, but David.
I was God damn it, David.
I feel like in an alternate universe there's a black twin set named Deborah and David, and they're like the shitty version of you and Diane. Like everything they do is stupid and a failure. Fucking Deborah. What a bitch.
All right. Next one here. 20-foot Phil is chasing after you, Jeff.
I got 2.
Okay.
His foot detaches on accident. Or, it's Phil. He can't run.
That's true. All right, Kendall.
I got hold up in fitness center. He ain't going.
Oh my god.
Turn on your Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, turn it on and set it down and just walk away. He'll get distracted.
Tell him that Nintendo didn't sell 1 billion units yet. That's not fucking true, man! That's not fucking true! 14 billion units were shipped to Best Buy last week alone.
Just to
He's
one
just
Best
getting
Buy.
get into a semantics argument with him.
Oh my god. So the best thing was, that's exactly what happened.
All right, Dion, you're up.
I had 2. Chainsaw to the left foot.
Oh, damn.
Just real quick. That thing's about to come off anyway. And then
Hanging on by a string.
this one's a little bit darker. Call his mom and hit her.
I love this show.
Oh, shit.
Just distract him, right? I'd be like, bam! She'd fall down, and 20-foot feels like, oh my god, are you okay? And I'm gone, son. I'm gone.
All right. All right, this one I was proud of. The ghost of John Holmes will not leave you alone. Jeff.
I give him ghost AIDS.
Damn.
It got him in life, it'll get him in death. And once you're dead again, you're gone. So that's what I'll do.
Oh, shit, that's good. All right, Ken.
I just wrote listen to his porn stories because I'm sure he's got some good ones.
That's true.
But he's a ghost.
Yeah, and I'm sure he probably remembers what it was like to bang all those chicks in the 70s, and I would like to hear about him.
Okay.
And the dudes.
I don't want to hear about those.
You have to hear those stories first.
Well,
Ron Jeremy's not really that straight.
like, well, you know, it's kind of like sitting through the previews to get to the main feature. You don't want to do it, but you have
The
to.
Force Awakens.
Jeez. All right, Dion.
John Holmes. Find 2 blondes for distraction. and then get Mandingo to fuck him.
Oh, and you've destroyed John Holmes' ghost, and he is free forever.
Exactly. Thanks, Mandingo. You saved a lot of lives. Supernatural, let's make it an episode. Go.
I'd watch that one.
Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. All right, the next one is Mexican cannibals want to eat you. Jeff?
I check their ID cards.
Damn.
That are your papers.
You can't eat me unless you have the right to be here.
Oh, damn.
Because I won't go to Mexico.
All right, let's see. Kendo?
Drive to the White House.
Oh. Damn.
Get to the White House, be like, Trump, there's these Mexican cannibals. He'll take care of it.
There you go. Secret Service.
He'll build you a personal.
That's right.
There you go. All right, Dion?
Going off of Kendo, Trump 2016 is all I got. and then my second one was last case scenario. Second one was grab a Mexican baby hostage.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Jeez. All right. This one I like as well. Okay. All right. You're trapped in a crappy remake of an old horror movie. Jeff.
I watched the original.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
We're done tonight. Thanks, guys. Patreons, he fixed it. We're done.
We got a couple Patreon questions. They'll be pissed if we don't read them.
God. All right. Kendo?
I wrote use originals knowledge to survive. Be like, oh, he's going to come from that way? I'm going to go that way.
That's good. I like that. All right. Dion?
Yes, sir. This one was from more of a, I guess, personal standpoint. First one, just fuck the pretty brunette. And then the second one was just become the aggressive black guy. which I can either one attack the killer, win and save everyone, or attack the killer and become a fucking cult hero in movie remakes, which I'm okay with both.
Nice. All right, this one is reference to an old Hitchcock movie. Killer butterflies are swarming your town. Jeff.
I buy a big net.
All right, Kento.
I got two because big butterflies. I had a thought about that. First one says install plenty of bug zappers.
Yep.
And then thinking of giant butterflies, I was like, oh, it's like Mothra. So I wrote get Godzilla.
No. It was killer butterflies, not giant butterflies. Killer butterflies.
Well, either way, get Godzilla on the phone.
That's fine. That works too. All out.
Have him.
Hello,
show
Godzilla.
Fucking.
What a great phone call and a terrible kick.
Somehow you know how to speak Japanese. We don't know how.
No, you just gotta scream. You guys gotta learn how to speak roar.
Roar.
And Godzilla.
All right, Dion.
Yes, sir. I actually had three for this one. Get the flamethrower from Billy Joe. And then the second one, I think I just got them mistaken for moths. But anyway, just grab my sister's clothes. And then the third one was after I realized they're butterflies, not moths. I said, just touch their wings, David. Because they got the butterflies. If you touch their wings, there's a powder and they can't fly anymore. So I got real scientific on you.
Oh, damn. I think this next one's one of our worst fears. Trapped in an elevator with Star Wars fanboys. Jeff.
I praise Star Trek constantly.
Oh gosh. All right, Kendo.
Rage kicks in, carnage ensues.
Ooh, I like it. That's gonna be one bloody elevator. Dion.
Yeah.
I got three. I was all equally proud of. The first one, I'm 6 foot and 270 pounds, so I think I'll be okay. I beat their ass. Second one was just grab Daisy Ridley hostage. I'll fucking do it, man. And again, I don't know why, but the entire time I was laughing, I was just imagining, I know that if Jeff and I were doing something, this would actually happen to us. And the number 2 is a number, not a word. So in this one, there are 2 of us, Jeff.
I think we're going to make it.
Yeah, I think we could fucking take them. The fanboys probably don't do a lot of push-ups.
They probably don't. All right. Last one. Your girlfriend/wife is possessed by Susan B. Anthony, which she's like an old dead feminist. That's why I went with that. All right, Jeff.
I vote her out of home.
All right, Kendo.
Listen to stories. Fuck her. Like, oh yeah, you're a feminist. That's great. I'm going to use you.
God damn.
Wow. All right, Dion.
Well, skipping past the 80s movie villain thing that Ken just threw out there, I went with first 2 of them. First, fuck the ghost out of her, because I'd use the situation for my own benefit. And then the second one
compels you.
And then the second one, one word is actually a name, so I count it as one word. Threaten to Randy Orton kick her.
Oh, God. He's going to punt the ghost of Susan B. Anthony and his girlfriend.
And that was the end of my list.
Okay, that was the whole thing. That's all the scenarios. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that you can also tag us in all of your survival, hashtag survival horror movie in 5 words, and hashtag WCBS, and also tag us in there so we can read them, hopefully enjoy them, and retweet them as well. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did this. Good God.
Yeah, this was a good time.
This is awesome. I had a blast with that.
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
We'll play this every Halloween.
I'm down with that.
New scenarios.
I really wish we had games to play every episode. Not like hour-long games, but like, hey, let's play a quick game of whatever. I love our games. They're the best part of the show, I think. But soon we'll be able to... You know what? That's what we should do in the future. We'll come up with a video series where we just play fun games like this.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay, so let's do some fan mail because that's where we are in the show tonight. All right, so over on Patreon, Dion, I've been wanting to ask you this question since last week, and now it's time.
Let's do it.
So this comes from Justin Beck. If you could change one WrestleMania main event, what would it be?
I was I shit. I was thinking about this the other day, and I know that you will 100% agree with me on this, so I don't even feel bad about it. WrestleMania 2000, Rock vs. Triple H. That's it.
Yep, that's my answer too. Sorry, Justin. I agree 100%. Rock should have won that match. That should have happened.
Yep.
Kendo?
WrestleMania 9, that whole part with Hogan comes out at the end. We're just going to go ahead and nix that. It'll make a horror.
WrestleMania's 34 ring rust match.
What? I mean,
I'm with you.
I could have taken the easy cop out and just been like, oh, the last WrestleMania's with fucking Roman Reigns, that fucking douchebag. That's too easy. I decided, you know what? Let's take a horrible pay-per-view, a terrible, terrible WrestleMania, and make it just a little bit better.
I mean, it's still garbage, but it'll help. It'll end on a
yeah,
good note.
It'll end right. The heel goes over. The monster heel goes over. The courageous baby face.
Yokozuna was just so fat. It wasn't even believable.
He wasn't even fucking Japanese. What the fuck?
Nah, he was Hawaiian or something.
Yeah, man. What?
Yeah.
God damn it.
He was Samoan.
A non-flying Hawaiian. Okay, so that is our Patreon question of the week. We also have a question from a good friend of the show, Eric Ward. Eric Ward had a question, Dion, that I wanted to read. For you, imagine if Axel Foley came to Miami instead of Tubbs following the death of Tandino at the hands of Calderone. Do you think Axel pulls the trigger at the end?
Ooh.
I'm going to go with no, Axel won't pull the trigger because if you pay close attention to Beverly Hills Cop, he wasn't going to shoot Victor Maitland until Victor Maitland fired upon him. And then
Yeah, exactly.
Bogomil and Axel lit that motherfucker up. So I would go with no, Axel plays by the rules in the first movie. He would have arrested Calderone.
See, actually, wow. This is probably the first time we've ever disagreed on Axel Foley. I say that he would have because my reasoning was he didn't fire until after Jenny hit him and got clear. So Calderon would have done something, and he would have fucking blown him away, I think.
Well, the only reason he ever shot Zach or anybody in that movie is because they were shooting at him first.
Right. That's true.
I mean, we don't have to agree, so that's fine. Aren't
I your lackey, bro?
Yeah, I was going to
This
say.
isn't the Dustin Dick episodes anymore. We're past the Dick era of World Class Bullshit, and we've only grown double, quadruple.
I feel like we've all grown right now. We've all grown.
I love you guys.
Really awesome commercial and just grew a little myself.
I love Deborah.
Damn it, Deborah.
God damn it, Deborah.
If I ever marry a woman named Deborah, Dion, every time you talk to her, you need to use her name in a sentence.
Deal.
So, Deborah, how was Jeff, Deborah? Like, what? You say my name too much. Well, Deborah, let me tell you why.
Hey, Deborah, go get the fucking water, Deborah.
Deborah, where the fuck is the gun?
Deborah, Jeff doesn't like Miller Lite.
Deborah, you know we're drinking tequila.
Deborah,
get the fucking lime.
Damn.
How about, Deborah, you kind of deserve that one. All right, so we got an email, a legit email. This is kind of cool. So this comes from Donegal Film Production. Hey there, World Class BS. My name is Nathan from Donegal Films, and I listen to your show a lot, and I find your content to be brilliant. I have a proposal for your group. We soon are starting up a DFP podcast, which is similar to your podcast, and we will be discussing films and reviewing them in a very laid-back way, very much inspired by you. We would really like to have you on the show when we start up next month for an episode. Considering there isn't too much out about our newly formed group, here is a confirmation that we are a genuine film group. And then he sent us a link to his Star Wars fan trailer, as well as a link to the website. We'll work something out. I know we got the holidays coming up, so it might be hard to get us on this year, but yeah, we'll gladly be on an episode of your show. We'll work something out. We record via Skype. I don't know how you guys will record, but you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. We're always down to collaborate and stuff.
And if you live somewhere cool, we made this come out, motherfucker.
We definitely want to talk about Star Wars with you.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because I mean, you know, Jeff and I will school you, but that's neither here nor there. We're just saying.
Damn,
we're just saying
fired.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, until we get taken off. So
right until YouTube tries to fuck us.
We're gonna fuck you first, YouTube.
Well, speaking of YouTube, we keep getting emails about becoming or joining a multi-channel network. We're not gonna, but thank you, Top Buzz creators. We appreciate your interest. And we're not going to join the family with the Associated Press, Reuters, Mashable. Really, Mashable? Yeah, either way. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going, because I don't want to have a Wayne's World scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know what that movie is, then you know what that means. Now when, like, I don't know, 20th Century Fox or Warner Brothers calls, we'll be right there. Viacom, unfuck yourselves. We'd love for you to get us on Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I know where the building is. I drive past it every now and again. So, I mean, you can always come down here and they can show you where to jump the gate, you know, so it's fine.
Could you take us to William Street?
Yeah, I know where William Street is.
Okay, final email. This comes from Jason White, a.k.a. Tap and Die. Oh, okay. Now I have a name and a screen name. Hey, guys, how's it going? Wanted to start off with thanking all of you. All the times you guys talked about Netflix and their problems with spending too much time and money on their original content. It helped me complete a school assignment, so I wanted to give you guys the credit and thanks you deserve. Well, thank you.
Wow,
I can't believe we actually helped someone with a school project.
We were your reference in the notes of your essay of your thesis.
Jeff Hicks, world class bullshitters. All right.
Well, damn.
We've made it. Now we need action figures based on us. But
I know a guy. I know a guy.
All right, cool. Also, I would like to be on episode 100 because of work. The best time for me would be on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. If it doesn't matter, whatever works best for y'all. And let me know if there's anything else you may need from my end. Hopefully, Dion is not asleep as you read this email. Dion, are you awake?
That's never going away.
Yeah.
Oh fuck off!
Jason, we will just Kendo. Will you contact this guy and tell him the situation?
Sure.
You have access to the email. Just shoot him an email back, and just send him what we're doing. Tap and Die will probably just have you record something on a separate date with us so we can put it all together. I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to do episode 100, but we've had quite a bit of interest. I know Brian Lape is going to be on it. So
he is anus.
Hashtag Lape is anus. Let's see. And then more emails, mostly from Goop.com. Shroom service.
Oh shit, Goop's back?
Yeah, but I thought they went down.
She's still around.
Gwyneth went down, but she got back up.
I'd like her to go down. Let's see. Over on last week's episode 94 of World Class Bullshitters, huge turnout. Over 5,500 views in less than a week, which blew my fucking mind.
Wow,
so
go us.
It just goes to show you, anytime the word Star Wars appears on the video, you know, somebody's making $5. So, thank you.
Yay.
So, you know when World Class Bullshitters is working right when people are naming their YouTube screen names after a joke. So this one comes from Lape is Anus. This channel is porn for the soul.
Oh, you're sweet.
Let's see. This is a one that I don't know how to respond to nicely. Sagiri Izumi. Can you guys please buy a USB microphone? The blue is $29 at Sam's Club. I can't hear you. Well, Sagiri Izumi, I am on a USB microphone. I don't know. I don't have access to Sam's Club. I have a Costco membership, but I don't know how you can't hear us. We've never had anyone say that our audio is too quiet.
Maybe you need an amplifier so you can really just drill shit into your fucking head.
Your computer sucks,
maybe if you go
motherfucker.
Maybe if you go over to Podbean and listen to us on there, it'll sound better. Cause
Buy a fucking audio card or something. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's see. Lapis Anus again. You guys is cool. Star Wars is crap now. Up Mickey's ass. Darren Brown. Basement Star Wars. Best idea I've heard in years. That gets a thumbs up and a heart. Let's see. Moff Weiskeller. I'd be a djinn and find someone to wish for J.J. Abrams to go fuck himself.
Oh my gosh.
Billy Hill, who has an icon of Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2, so you got a thumbs up just for that icon. These SJWs in Hollywood will never stop playing identity politics. It's easier to call naysayers and movie critics racist than it is to put out a great product. I give that a heart. That's a great fucking comment.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Apollo West. Saying Black Panther is a defining moment in film history may be a stretch, but saying the quality black films, not films for a single black actor, are not in short supply in Hollywood is another extreme. All the films you guys go through were from the 90s and prior. Well, because they're some of the greatest of all time. We also talk mostly about 80s action flicks. Like, I don't think we ever go on about how great Cliffhanger is.
No,
But we talk about Rocky and Rambo and other Stallone classics like that. So it's kind of just a way we skew in general. If you want me to talk about 90s films, here's the thing. We don't even have great films in general anymore. It's not like we live in an era where it's like, oh shit, dude, we got 40 movies a year that come out that are fucking really great and memorable. Everything's homogenized shit.
Yeah, it is.
So, if everything's shit, the black movies are going to be shit on top of that. When you have a decade where everything's great, well, for the most part, the black movies are going to be great. I mean, you get shit like Tyler Perry movies, and black people got to support it because it's a black-made film, but those movies fucking suck. So, why would anyone remember?
Yeah, speaking of that, what is it, like the first Medea Hollywood movie did like $70 million against a $20 million budget? Jesus. This one is not going to make its money back, which makes me really happy.
Good. Fuck Tyler Perry. God.
Yeah, because I think the budget for this one is $25 million. It's made $24 million.
Was it like Medea's Boo 2 or whatever?
Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Yeah. It's such a fucking money grab. It's like I don't care. Like you suck, dude. Quit.
No, I hope it loses. My God, please, like be done after next week. I can't wait for that motherfucker to lose money finally, so everyone knows how much of a shit director that he actually is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, and say whatever you want to say about me. All of his movies that I've seen are shit.
The first
acted,
one was okay,
cheap.
but not every play should be a fucking movie, dude. And especially when it's all the same formula. You can't say movies are bad because they follow the same formula, but excuse people like Tyler Perry who make their money off of that. The formula is the same.
Yeah,
He's an okay actor. Like, if you watch Gone Girl or the Star Trek reboot, like, he's not a standout bad part. Or, he's just okay. Like, when he plays that lawyer in Gone Girl, I was like, all right, Tyler Perry.
Yeah, he was okay in, was it Alex Cross, too?
But then I watch shit like a Medea movie, and I'm like, this is unbearable. Like, these are stereotypically bad movies. Like, at least the Wayans brothers knew they were in on the joke.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Medea... Like, Tyler Perry he holds himself up in such high regard. It's like, dude, you're not the genius you think you truly are.
Well, it's horrible too because it's like you wanna oh well this is a black movie, and it's like always the successful black people are either one super unhappy or two the villains, and it's every fucking one. The only one where the successful black dude wasn't the villain was the one he starred in, Mr. Deeds, where he was so unhappy, but he found someone, but then he found happiness because he quit his job. Like, motherfucker, that's not real life, number one. And number two, don't fucking tell me that you make movies when you follow the same shit unless it's you in the goddamn starring role. Fuck you.
Wait, they made a black version of Mr. Deeds?
Or it's called Good Deeds, yeah.
Oh, I was like, Mr. Deeds? Shit. All right, Adam Sandler? Whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, Tyler Perry. Negative.
Okay, let's see. A few more comments. Let's see. Pitor Komos was happy that he was mentioned. Well, you're mentioned again, buddy, so there you go.
Pitor!
Rock Forever, Small Tits, a Star Wars story.
My favorite porn.
Let's see. Miss Ghouls, Erectile Dysfunction, a Darth Vader story.
God damn, girl.
Wow.
Now, if his wiener got burned off on the pits of Mustafar, like, is it still ED if he doesn't even have anything to be dysfunctional?
No. That'd be more like Forcefully Trans, a Darth Vader story.
Yep.
My pronoun is Dark Lord of Sith.
I was a man, but now I'm a Sith. I'm trans. I like the meme. I am transsexual. I am a lesbian. I am a Sith.
It all makes sense now. Let's see. Who else? Treadwell, a Star Wars story. Dianoga, a Star Wars story. Wampa, a Star Wars story. I'd watch all those over Solo, a Star Wars story. Somebody said that My Little Pony is greater than The Last Jedi. Not joking.
Eh.
I've never seen My Little Pony.
I
wrong.
would probably agree if bronies weren't so fucking concerning.
Yeah.
Because bronies, I think, obviously worry everyone that has known one.
Yeah, there's be intervention and everything, like, you know.
Yeah. Will you rape my sister and or child? Not sure.
I thankfully have never known a brony.
Okay, this comes from Ether101 Prime. Doesn't Bucky already have a vibranium arm? I'm going to go with no, because here's my thinking process. Iron Man blows off Bucky's arm in the fight during Civil War. If Bucky's arm was vibranium, the Unibeam wouldn't have an effect because Cap's shield deflects it. So, therefore, Bucky's arm should not be made of vibranium.
Well, plus the Hydra doesn't have access to vibranium because for Hydra to get to Wakanda to get enough vibranium to make a fucking arm would be nuts. And, you know, at least the Wakandans would know about Hydra because they're smart as fuck. So I think, even in the comic book, it was originally just like titanium, and then it became vibranium afterwards.
Well, in the realm of the movie that we saw,
Right?
his arm is not vibranium.
No, obviously not, because that shit got incinerated by a unibeam.
Yeah, which was a great fucking.
God, I watched that shit the other day, man. I know that like usually every time that we watch it, we at least text each other, and I didn't. But Civil War is so fucking good. It doesn't matter what side you're on. That movie is fucking phenomenal.
Okay, final one. This comes from Dale Lee. You know a movie's great when everyone knows that movie by heart, and you know what movie it is instantly by just one line. Die Hard is a classic film that will never die, and you could watch it every day. Yes?
Yeah.
Every word you said, I agree.
Yeah, literally. And plus, it's like he knew who he was talking to because he sent it to us, which that's literally how, in one shape or form or another, how every one of us lives our lives. Like, there's a movie that we could watch every week, every day, no matter the genre. Like, we could all pick one.
Mine would be Fletch.
Fuck it. Every genre. One movie
fourth.
that you could watch every day if you had to. Go.
Oh, God.
The Thing.
that next week.
Tango and Cash. Stripes. Fuck, I don't know. I'm done. Kendo, go.
Spaceballs. Die Hard. This is Spinal Tap. Eddie Murphy Raw.
I've never seen that all the way through. Ooh. I would pick Halloween because I've watched that almost every day this month. Not by choice. It just so happens to turn on. Fuck, what else could I watch every day and not be bored by
Back
it?
to the Future.
No, actually,
I don't
Jeff
watch that
cannot
movie
do
very
that. I will attest to that. He cannot watch it every day.
No, I don't. I mean, it's my favorite movie, but I only want to watch it maybe
Once.
2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that, too.
I could watch Wedding Crashers every day. I could watch National Lampoon's Vacation, European Vacation, not Vegas Vacation. Office Space I could watch every day. I gotta pick movies that I love that I haven't watched a whole bunch, because I can learn new things after each viewing. I could watch an episode of Miami Vice every day.
There you go.
Alright, so, this has been episode 95 of World Class Bullshitters. Every Thursday night, we take a dump on the world of pop culture. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, oh well. If you're a fan of this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. If you're a subscriber, please help us out by chitting us over at Patreon. And, $1 a month gets you shit, and so on and so on. The more you give, the more you get. There's video content, there's audio content. Soon there will be original videos that we make come November once I get new equipment. So all that's coming together nicely. And to the 60 of you that are patrons, we greatly appreciate it. If you're a fan of this channel and you want to interact with us directly, we're over on Facebook. There's the official World Class Bullshitters fan page, as well as the World Class Bullshitters fan group. Now, in the fan group, you can talk to us, you can suggest topics for shows, you can do all kinds of great stuff like that. So it's a really cool place to hang out and talk with the World Class Bullshitters. We're over on Twitter, we are over on Instagram, we are on Snapchat, which Phil should be snapping soon, I heard. After
Why do we keep that to Phil? God damn it.
Because if it was me in charge, I would just send really stupid photos.
And that seems like fun to me.
Yeah, I don't think our listeners would want to get like snaps from us at like 3 a.m. of me like lip syncing to like shitty '90s songs like "Baila Mos" by what's his name?
Enrique Iglesias?
Yeah, I always called him Ricky Gervais. I'm like, nope, wrong guy.
I feel like that was my last weekend.
I don't know if you guys want Jeff to run the Snapchat, just say so in the comments. And
Please.
For the love of God, say yes.
Because if I'm in charge, it's going to be good. So there's that, and we'll be back this week with more content. I'm getting better. I don't sound as bad as I used to. So that's a positive. I got a bunch of great video topics. I want to do one about the Finn and Poe being gay, which is just so fucking stupid and try hard. A couple ones about directors and do they really matter in big budget tentpole films, stuff like that. So I got a bunch of topics, and then Thursday night we'll be back with our Thor Ragnarok episode 95. So if you're listening to us on Podbean, iTunes, or Stitcher Radio, here's a very special Halloween-themed song.